Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you not entertained?
Are you not?
Cause this is We're Wrestlemaniacs
2
with your host, Playboy Troy, and
Is he too real? You feel me?
sorry.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Yo, we back again for another great week of wrestling talk with your boys. You know what I mean? How you been, man?
I've been good. You know, been out here working, designing. If you didn't know, catch me on Heavily Opinionated Podcast. You know, watching some football. My fantasy team been taking some L's, but you know, it's only I got 2 leagues. So in one league, you know, I got Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, the wide receiver in the Rams, Aku. Yeah, I got a stacked team. I'm not gonna lie, my team is like super stacked.
So why you losing?
I'm winning in that one. That's a guaranteed win.
Okay. I'm like, why are you losing?
I'm not losing in that one. But in the other one, man, I can't get a win to save my life. It's only because it's 12 people in that league, so you can't really get everybody that you really want on your team and stuff like that. 6 people in one league, you could get. It's anybody. It's like anybody could get. It's gonna be some leftover superstars out there that you can find. In 12, you get down to the nitty and the gritties, like the people that you truly didn't care about, like the second and third string running backs, just hoping that they get to run the ball in the end zone and stuff like that. But other than that, everything's been good. You know, I'm always in a positive mood.
Well, that's not a question. I don't know why that was even.
Yeah.
Why was that even brought up? Like,
I don't know.
If people been listening to the show, they know that.
Because some people be like, "Oh man, you know, they have rough days and bad days." I don't think I have a rough or bad day because I always look at the positive every day.
You know, that's a great question. I don't think I really have rough days. Maybe tired days when I'm just sleepy as shit.
No, like some people just have days where stuff just happens, back to back to back.
But not grumpy. Like, I think this sounds controversial. But I think that's mainly more women than it is men.
Yep, controversial.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I don't have bad days like that. But I just have days where I'm like tired. But even if I have a day where shit's not going my way, I'm not taking it out on everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
well,
anybody.
You know, some people have like days where like their tire go flat, so they got to get that done. And then all of a sudden, they're running out of gas. Or you get to work and they're like, "Oh, you're late." Now somebody's harping on you. Like it's like a chain of events that's like kind of ruining your day.
But would that force you to have an attitude for the rest of your day, though? Or would you
be
like, yeah, for you?
No, because I meditate. So I do a lot of meditation. So I'm always, my heart rate sits under 60 every day. Mm-hmm. Like there's no like, I move at my own speed all the time. So I'm constantly having a good time. Just everywhere's a party for me. So I'm always good. So even if there's moments where I'm like, damn, this bothering me. It is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is, because it could be worse.
You can't control it.
Yeah, can't control it. But something good that has started. I'm in a basketball league, and if you don't know, I hoop maybe Tuesday through Thursday. That's that little hoop Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm always hooping. Now on my Thursdays, I actually hoop in the league now, and we caught our first dub last week, and it was funny because I was sitting there and my referee thoughts came up. Like I'm calling all the stuff as a referee, but then like we come to timeout as a team, and I'm sitting there trying to be a coach, and I'm like, bro, this is not my team. I can't be coaching this team. Like I can't be a coach. Like we need to be doing this, guys. Like the only thing that coaching wise that actually stays there, like, cause I like to come off the bench anyway. I hate starting games. I truly hate starting games. I prefer to come off the bench every time. Because it's only because I get to see, like, I guess I get to see the opponents and, like, how they're moving and, like, what they're looking for and stuff like that.
Right.
I can't see that when I'm on the court at start off, because then I'm, like, just in the game playing my game. Like, I'm focused on me more.
So the game hasn't really slowed down for you yet?
It hasn't slowed down for me yet when I start the game. But when I'm on the bench, I can see, like, okay, this is what they like to do. Oh, this guy likes to go to his left hand after he dribbles with the ball with his right hand 2 times. Like he needs 2 dribbles before he switches to his left hand. Like I'm studying.
Oh, you
like,
that psycho too?
Yeah, I start studying.
You start counting dribbles.
Oh yeah, I count.
That's how you know you're a psycho.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're a psycho. And then when you're a defender, and you're defending that person and you counting dribbles because you know how many dribbles is about to take before they switch hands.
Oh yeah, I study everybody.
I think that's where my fuck ups is because my handles ain't where it should be.
Yeah.
And people count my dribbles.
That's why I go to well, people don't know I'm born left-handed, so like I'm going to shoot with my right hand, but usually people who are right-handed dribble the ball with their right hand, do everything with their right hand, kind of like fading away from the left hand.
See, I'm opposite.
I use my left hand the whole time.
See, I use my left hand the whole time.
The whole entire time.
Well, not the whole time, but I dribble with my left hand more than I dribble with my right hand.
I will literally go full court with just left hand.
And the crazy part is,
and I might switch to the right hand one.
My right hand is more dominant with the dribble.
Oh yeah.
But I shouldn't be telling you this because we play. But anyway, it don't matter.
I mean, I found that out a long time ago.
Right, but I pretend dribble with my left hand to make it seem like it's my more dominant hand, but my right hand is my dominant dribbling hand.
I'm one of those people that go to the park to do pickup game and I shoot horribly just to practice. One, I don't do shoot arounds. If you don't know, I don't do shoot arounds. I hate shoot arounds. It's a waste of my time. Cause one, all my good shots, if I go to like warm up and I start hitting shots, I know I'm about to have a bad game. Cause once I get in the game, I'm gonna be missing everything.
Oh wow, you different.
So if I that's why I don't never do warm ups. I just sit there and rebound.
You different.
Yeah, I practice rebounding.
See, I gotta. It's a feel for the ball. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, it's a feel for the court because every court ain't the same. Like every hoop ain't the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now you got to see how you got to hit it, where you got to aim. You know what I mean for your shots. That's number two. Then number three, the thing for shoot arounds too, is to build the confidence. If I see I hit 4 in a row during the shoot around, all right, I'm done. I'm not shooting no more. Yeah. I see I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. But if I'm missing a couple, I'm like, oh, okay, so something ain't right. I might have a bad game because something ain't right if I'm missing hella shots.
If I do shoot around and I miss like 4 or 5 shots in a row, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to have a good game. I already know I'm about to have a good game. Especially if they like clink off to the rim, off the rim to the left or to the right. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm going.
To have me going in Big Brother mode on your ass.
Why? Because I love like, I don't know. That's just my weird. I have weird like warm ups. People just see it weird.
Not even about the warm-ups. Bro, so I'm not going to toot your fucking horn for you, Pauls, but you're good at hoop, but I never see you shoot jumpers, dog.
Yeah.
And it's like you know how your jumper is or whatever, so you know you're more dominant when you go inside.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter if you fucking have a shoot around or not. Like
exactly.
Because you're not going to be shooting hella jumpers during the game.
I shoot 1-3 a game. I shoot 1-3
or
a
one
game.
jumper a game, and that might just be a 3. Literally,
Maybe.
dog, we played 3 games in a row, and you literally shot 1 jumper, and that was because let me see if it go.
Yeah.
That's literally what you said, and it missed, and then you kept going back inside.
Yeah.
Like,
well, for me, because I feel like I've been through every evolution of basketball, low key. I started with just layups. I did the like mid-range killer. Like I used to kill people at the mid-range all the time. And then I shifted from the mid-range to the 3-point. And then, like, my game has elevated from inside to outside, from outside to inside now. That's literally how my game has moved. So there's a point where, like, you couldn't get me off the 3-point line. I literally shot threes, and I was shooting threes like J.R. Smith. And because, like, my 3-point shots always was better when I'm moving. So if I catch the ball and I just fade to the left, you couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I'm catch and shoot.
If you when I was in mid-range, if you was a taller guy, I could shoot over you every time.
Oh, it's going in.
It's going in.
I'm rainbowing it. Like,
you would never stop it.
I actually prefer it, to tell you the truth, because all you're going to do is try to contest it.
Every
and then
time.
when you try to contest it, I'm just going to shoot it over your hand because I know exactly where your hand is at.
Every time.
So
that's why I do that
easy.
one move. I think I did a move. I think I did against you when I do like a fadeaway and it's like a delayed fadeaway. And it's like it's slow motion.
You did hit that shit against me because Chris was like, "Oh, you made that shit."
Yeah, it's in slow motion. It's very delayed because I know you're gonna. Because in a real game, you'll foul me.
But I'm gonna say I can't get to it. It's like
it's
almost like Dirk type of shit.
Yeah, it's a slow motion Dirk shot.
You don't put your knee up per se, but you do put that leg up kind of.
Yeah.
It rises up, so it makes it harder to get to the shot.
Because in the actual game, you will foul me because you're trying to jump at me, but it's in so slow motion that I know you're gonna hit me.
Now, I don't want to block the shot. I just want to make the shot tough for you. Like I want to make you off balance.
Yeah.
Especially if you fade away. I want to try to make you
and
off
the
balance.
whole entire time I'm fading away, and this is like I'm
get you with
just to show y'all.
Real quick.
I'm literally going just like this the whole entire time, and this exact speed the whole time. So I'm like, oh, I already know I'm about to hit this because this is just a shot that I perfected for no reason.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous shot. But every time everyone sees it, they go, "What is this, bro? What kind of shot is that?" It's my shot.
It's almost like you making fun of whoever's guarding you. Like that's kind of like how it felt for me. Like I'm like, but I know you what? Like
just messing around.
Like I used to hoop. Like I might don't hoop as much no more because I'm older, but I used to hoop. Blood, like don't play me like that. Like what the fuck is this shit? Literally just hella slow going back, and then just the shot above his head is just way up here, so he just let it go, and the motherfucker went in. It wasn't all net, but it went in.
That or like double clutch. I do a lot of double clutch shots. People hate those. They're like, you double clutch? Yeah. Just because. Or I do a lot of floaters.
See, Chris got no point guard skills. If he had point guard skills, I would have been catching and shooting all day.
Yeah.
But he ain't got no point guard skills like that.
And that's the thing. I've gotten to the role of point forward. I've gotten to that role. I've done that. That's why now I'm like, people are like, well, how you play? Like Dennis Rodman, like Draymond Green. That's really the only two people that comes to mind where I'm like, this is where I try to stay in that area. That's my lane. Because I know I could get 15 rebounds alone. I could do that easily. I'm not looking to score. I don't need to score. If I have to score, I could score. But majority of the time, I'm like, oh, yeah, rebound here. You can go do whatever you want to do, buddy.
You want to hear my two players? I'm hella old, but my two players that my game has just always seemed to replicate for some reason has always been like a Damon Stoudemire and a little bit of Mitch Richmond. Because I'm mid-ranging you pretty much all game. And I would say DeRozan if you want to go like newer age.
Sean Livingston.
I'm mid-range. Yeah. Because I'm mid-ranging you all day, and if I got a lane to the cup, I'm going to it.
Yeah.
And I could get to the cup if I'm not fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
If I'm not exhausted, I'm getting to the cup.
Right.
Because I'm a crab dribble you, or I'm just going to cuff that bitch. I made that mistake of bringing that shit over my head, thinking I can get it over Tracy ass. And then Tracy just snatched that shit. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
This nigga, all right, blood. I don't know why I made that mistake. I usually crab dribble. Yeah. So that's what fucked me up. I'm like, dog.
I'm a baiter. I like to bait people in the moves that I know they shouldn't do. But I'm like, you should do it anyway. That's why a lot of people get mad at me on the court all the time, which I'm okay with. I like that.
I'm okay with it.
My game is just really it's an asshole game, to be honest with you. I fuck with you on offense. I talk the whole entire game. So like, people like, you gotta be tired, bro. I got energy. I got so much energy. I got enough to talk you through a whole entire game, and I still have energy to run up and down the court.
Let's get to wrestling.
There's nothing you're gonna stop.
Let's get to wrestling. And the only reason I'm saying it that fast because the energy that you have is just, I have to say, unmatched, dog. I'll be 38 in like 2 weeks. I've never seen nobody's energy the way yours is. We referee literally 16 fucking games in a row and then played 3 games of, 2-on-2?
Of 2-on-2.
And his energy was still like let's
nothing,
go. Yeah,
nothing changes.
Because
I'm constantly saving, like, as the day goes on, I call them, like, my energy packs. So, like, as, like, the day go on, I'm like, man, energy pack, here we go. Let's go. I get myself riled up. I'm like, okay, I could take this same energy for another 5 or 6 games. Okay, cool. All right, cool. As the days goes on, I'm like, okay, I'm down like 1 or 2 energy packs left, and where I'm like, I could give you a burst of energy and I could last for the rest of the day. But majority of the time, I'm always like,
oh, we didn't get done playing till like 9:30.
9:30, and
like, you talking about the end of the day? The day had been ended. The day ended at 7. Like, what the fuck? Like,
if you ask my girl, she would tell you I literally use all 24 hours of a day. That's all. That's how I was. I wouldn't say trained, but that's how I was raised.
That's how you was trained.
That's how I was raised. Like my family, we always did stuff for the whole entire day. It was never. It's never a point when
you got to sleep.
Sleep. I literally go to bed every day at I can go to bed at midnight or 1 o'clock. I will wake up at 7 o'clock every single day.
That's fine. That's
nothing
still
will change.
6 to 7 hours, which
But
is
I literally,
normal.
Oh, actually, the other day,
Which will make
I went to bed
at 18 hours and not 24
I went to bed
hours.
at 2 o'clock. I woke up at 5. I want to say I woke up at like 5:04, just to design something. Because I had woke up with a design, just to design something. And then I ended up getting on the computer, making the design. And then I was like, damn, ain't no reason to go back to sleep. Let me go ahead and do this. I started doing all other stuff. So like if I give myself, I would say at least 3 hours of sleep, I could run that whole day. I could go that whole day without a nap, without sitting. Like I could just go, and I would be doing something every moment. You could just text me like, "What you up to?" Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Like I could just go. I don't know why. I guess that's how I was raised, man.
Nah, that's how you was trained. Fuck that.
Like my family always did something. We always did something. We've never had a moment where we don't do anything.
Jesus Christ.
But wrestling, ooh, that feels like a 24-hour job too, man.
That you have to have energy for it.
Yeah.
And only you have the energy for it because I don't.
Cause hey, bro,
I'm old and grumpy. Goddammit.
Especially this week, Raw. We got Raw on Monday, Dynamite Wednesday, which I don't want to watch. Well, we got NXT this Tuesday, which I'm probably gonna end up going home and watch. Thursday Impact, Friday SmackDown. Well, Thursday I don't watch Impact. I watch Impact through Instagram about seeing the clips. But Friday SmackDown, Rampage, Collision on Saturday.
Why are you still fucking watching Rampage? Why?
I'm not watching it.
I
would say, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Impact.
I thought you were
Rampage,
naming everything that you watch.
Impact and Rampage is stuff I watch on Instagram. Like I watch it through the clips.
I'm not even fucking watching that shit on Instagram.
And like if the clips come up, I watch them. And I'm like, oh, okay, that happened. Collision, I barely watch. I watch that on YouTube highlights. But this Saturday we got NXT No Mercy, and then Sunday we got AEW Wrestle Dream. Once again, the double whammy of everything all on 1 week. But we only gonna talk about these topics here that we got, and then we're gonna get into September 11th, 1995. Monday Night Raw.
Wait. So do we really have to watch that shit?
Yeah, I mean, we do. I mean, it's gonna be free on the.
So wait, Wrestle Dream 2?
No, I'm not watching.
Oh, but come on, say kiss ass.
I'm not watching.
I don't even know the build up. Fuck all that. I'm good. Yeah, fuck Wrestle Dream. What? Did your shit stop?
You didn't record the video.
What you mean?
The video's not recording.
No way.
Because the lady usually.
Yeah, so technical difficulties, shit happens. We're back to you live.
Yeah. So yeah,
this is gonna be a lot of fucking editing, man. Like
get your shit together, man. God damn. Just cut this one. Just cut it out. I edit if you need me to edit. Anyways,
that's a lot of shit to even send to you. But
yeah.
Just move on. Fuck it. So what's going on this week of wrestling?
Fuck it, I'm over it. Yeah. This week of wrestling. First, we got some releases, man. A lot of people.
Somebody dropped the album?
No. No. What do you mean by this?
What they release?
What do you mean by this, huh?
What they release?
You trying to make a joke, huh? Trying to be funny? No, they released Matt Riddle. What the fuck is going on this show here? Yo, this man started practicing his shot up? Like, what's going on here?
I just looked to my left and it was just sitting right there, so.
Anyways, so I got a list of superstars that were released. I want you to, this is going to be a quick. Give me a thumbs up if you agree, a thumbs down if you disagree with these firings.
In the comment section. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Matt Riddle. In the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like he was already
halfway out the door.
Not even really halfway out the door. I kind of feel like he fucked his own shit up.
Yeah.
In so many different little ways, but I feel like it was coming eventually.
Okay. Dolph Ziggler.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Can I tell you why I'm okay with it?
Sure.
I'm okay with it because Dolph had a long run. And when you look at Dolph's career, I don't think he's going to be underrated. I think maybe underutilized is more of the word.
Yeah.
Because phenomenal talent. But you could tell at some point, I say maybe 2016, you could tell the burnout started to kick in.
Yeah.
And then he started kind of concentrating on like his comedy thing. So he already had kind of a foot already out the door. You know what I mean? So
I say you can say that about majority of this whole entire list.
Right. And then with him, his brother works for AEW and is very cool with the Young Bucks. So if he wanted to ever come back in that capacity, he can go over there. Yeah. But I think at some point he'll be back in WWE.
Shelton Benjamin.
You know how I felt about that earlier.
Yeah.
They never used him. And just for me, I just feel, I hate to say I think, put it like this, I believe they never tried to use him in the same sense that they used a Brock Lesnar, a Randy Orton, a John Cena, a Batista. And all 5 of these guys were all in the same class.
His first original run with WWE
was the tag team, the world's greatest tag team.
And then he went to Raw and been a single star over there.
A single star.
And then
the
highest he never reached the world champion level. I understand that. And he only had like
immediately
he had one program about
it. Except for Cena and maybe Orton. Everybody else was kind of thrust in some type of a main event thing.
Batista.
After their first gimmick. Their first gimmicks was like literally probably like 6 months. Remember, Randy Orton was wearing the blue trunks. After that, he kind of was a part of like Evolution.
Then he was hurt. He got hurt.
Then he came back. With Evolution. Batista, he had the Deacon Batista thing. And then after that, it was like 6 months. He was on fucking Raw and he was a part of Evolution.
Yeah, he got hurt.
You know what I mean?
Then he ended up in Evolution.
That's what I'm saying. So, who else? Brock Lesnar.
Instantly thrown in there.
Instantly thrown in the main event situation. John Cena had to go through the rapper gimmick. And then he had to go through the bland whatever he was first. But they still pushed him.
The prototype.
But they still pushed him.
Yeah.
His first match was Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
His first big confrontation was Undertaker. Like, they pushed him from the gate.
Yeah.
With Shelton, it was none of that. I don't want to dip into the race part, but it just was none of that.
It was like tag team with Kurt Angle. And they instantly won the world. They instantly won tag team titles.
Right.
And then
him and Charlie Haas.
With Charlie Haas. And then when
he was a badass in his own right.
When they sent him to Raw, he basically instantly won the Intercontinental title.
He was Intercontinental bound regardless.
Yeah.
Because that's how they had you look at him.
Yeah.
He was a tag team guy, but you knew they weren't going to push him like that.
Yeah. Well, I know, to me, he didn't become a real main event guy to me. Maybe until the gold standard. When he became the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
07, 08.
Yeah. That's the only time when I actually consider him to be like, well, he could
be up there.
He could be up there as a main event guy, really. Because that's when he kind of was past. He actually had like charisma. And he wasn't just the guy who could really wrestle. Because really, if you think about this, Shelton Benjamin was basically Dolph Ziggler before Dolph Ziggler. But they actually took a chance with Dolph.
No, Dolph Ziggler is the fucking bump machine. I don't feel like Shelton was the bump machine.
But they both, I say Dolph Ziggler because he could go in the ring and you could put him in there with anybody. You know it's going to be a great match. You know it's going to be like, it could steal the show any night. You could put Shelton Benjamin in there with any guy and he's going to steal the show with them.
Okay.
But the only thing they did was they didn't take that risk of putting the world title on him. Which would have been nice, but they didn't take that risk.
And they took them risks with Jack Swagger and
they took the risk with all the other guys.
The
only reason that they took the risk with those guys.
Who else had won a world title when they shouldn't have fucking won one?
At that time,
I love Mark Henry,
CM
but
Punk,
shit, Mark Henry.
At that time, CM Punk.
The first run.
Yeah, first 2 runs.
Now the second run should have happened because it led to
Jeff Hardy leaving.
No, it led to like his heel turn in a good run because of the beef with Jeff Hardy, and it was real mixed with fake. He needed that second one. The first one was bland as shit because he lost it to Undertaker in like a month or so. So it was pointless.
Yeah.
It was pointless. You should have gave that shit to Shelton. He was in the same Money in the Bank match in 2007,
When he was a gold
2008.
standard. When he was a gold standard.
At WrestleMania 24. Like, he should have won the match.
I was about to say, actually, when he was a gold standard on ECW. And then I think he ended up coming when he came back to SmackDown as a gold standard. He was less of importance, I guess, when he went back to SmackDown. Because SmackDown has so many big time players there. Because at that time you had Triple H on the show, Undertaker, Batista, Edge. Right. Literally, that show was stacked to the point where it was like Shelton couldn't stand out amongst them. But when he was on ECW, he could stand out. But they gave the title to Ezekiel Jackson, John Morrison, Christian, Jack Swagger. And I was like, bro, this is the time when you actually go with the test run of, they even gave the belt to Chavo Guerrero. And I was like, damn.
ECW.
In ECW. And I was like, bro, this is the time when you do a test run with Shelton Benjamin as a world champion. Because really, everybody who was world champion at ECW, either that was their moment to shine and they was going to become a world champion actually in the WWE, or they was actually just like good enough to be, this is their setup of them becoming like the United States champion or being on that level. This is their like, okay, you weren't good enough to be world champion on this level, but you could be world champion of ECW. Like, it's like being world champion NXT kind of. So to me, I felt like Shelton Benjamin could have been a world champion multiple times, but he just was dealt with the card of being around a stacked roster every time, or in that sense, because there was no time for me personally where I was like, man, Shelton Benjamin could be the main guy. He could be a main guy, because even when he was tag team with Charlie Hawes, even if he came in without the tag team, he wouldn't have stuck out to me, because I'm like, man, that roster was stacked. He was never like the top tier guy on the roster till he got ECW.
Just crazy thought real quick. What if when you debut Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman, you debut Shelton Benjamin with Paul Heyman as well? Not saying they have to be a tag team, but you debut them both at the same time. Shelton was just as fucking big as fucking Brock at that time. Just as big.
Yes,
nobody knew who Brock was.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't big.
You give him that rub so people already know who he is,
Brock,
and he goes and destroys. Plus, Brock kind of needed that help anyway because he was going against the Hardy Boys. So, in all essence, it would have made sense. There's something deeper here that's not going to be discussed on this show.
No, but to me, Brock always looked like a heel. Brock, even when he is a babyface, he just looks like a straight heel.
Okay, so
Shelton looks like a straight babyface always.
You don't bring him in as a straight babyface on his debut.
I'm saying he always looked like a babyface to me. Even when he was a heel with Charlie Hawes and Team Angle, he always just seemed like a babyface to me. I never really saw him as a heel, where I'm like, man, I really hate this dude. I never ever had that feeling with him. That's why if he debuted that same night, but
should have ever said I hated Brock.
Brock, I've always was like, yo, I've always had, once I got older, but as a kid, I was scared of Brock. Because I always thought Brock could like literally rip my head off at any time. I never had that, like if you had that, if you had Shelton in that same site next to Brock.
If Shelton trained Brock, don't you think Shelton can rip somebody's fucking head off too?
But it's based off the look. Brock,
he was jacked. He just was in a fucking singlet.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Like there's ways
they're jacked and everything. That doesn't mean you look like a beast all the time. Like Ezekiel Elliott, not Ezekiel Elliott. My bad.
I was about to say wrong.
Ezekiel Jackson.
Still wrong, guy. Because I know he was talking about outside. He don't look like a beast to me.
Ezekiel Jackson with the red trunks.
The black guy. I know
yeah, he looked like he was swole dude. Muscles had muscles.
This was a big guy,
but he never looked like a monster to me. He always just looked like he could be a babyface.
Nah, he just looked like he shouldn't be there.
Yo, he shouldn't be.
He looked like he shouldn't be there.
But Shelton just never looked like he could be a killer to me. Like I've never had.
He could be a killer.
Like Brock had that look. Like he could be a killer. Like he looks like a psycho that just lifts. Like he doesn't even lift weights. He lifts cows for no reason.
Okay,
he's a beast.
So look,
but
so you think that Brock had that look off top? Just he got resting bitch face, the dude version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelton just looked like a good babyface that I could get behind, though.
But you still don't think that Paul Heyman could have taught him ways to make his face and make him look more menacing because you're in Paul Heyman's camp?
I don't know.
I'm not second thinking it. It's
to me, no. To me, Shelton could have, if you would have brought him in with Teddy Long,
it wouldn't have worked.
I would have took that a little bit.
You have to bring him in with somebody with credibility, and Paul Heyman has credibility.
That's why I think his best route with Angle was good. I think that worked good for him. To get him to main event level, no. Because I'm about to say, I think he only had like one actual shot for the world title on Raw.
Against Triple H.
Yeah. And that was really it.
That's it. For the guy who
what other big name?
He was the A+ guy in that class with them. You can ask the guys who was in OVW. He was the A+ guy in the class.
But what big name against him?
Huh?
What big name that he could have overshadowed on Raw? On Raw alone.
Was he on Raw though?
I'm talking. Who? Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah, he was on SmackDown.
On SmackDown, who did he outshine?
Who did they have?
There's top guys with
besides Angle,
Brock.
You got Angle, you got Eddie. At this point in time, they were looking for stars because that's why they made JBL. Benoit was still there.
Brock was still there too at the time.
But what are we talking about? I thought we were talking about at the same time when they came in, when Shelton and Brock came in. They all came in around the same time.
No, they didn't. Shelton came a couple months. He came like a year or two later. He did not come around the same time. Because Team Angle was not around yet. Team Angle came maybe like I want to say a year after Brock already got there. Because by the time Team Angle came around,
what you mean Brock got there?
Brock was already like world champion by the time Team Angle.
You mean on the main event stage?
Yeah, he was already there on the main event stage by the time Shelton had debuted as Team Angle.
Well, I know that he was already up there. He was caught up first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when Shelton had came around that time as just a singles guy. He didn't come as Team Angle. But he came around the same time Team Angle debuted. What big name star would he have stuck out more than? Like, do you think he would have stood up there with them? With the big name guys, he could have been on the same level as them.
I don't understand your question because I don't understand why are you trying to debut him already at a main event level. I'm saying that there's paths that you go to. There's people that you put them with to help them
Even
succeed.
Still, he would. Who would you have? Who would you have him date with Brock and Paul Heyman?
I just told you.
With Brock and Paul Heyman.
Brock and Paul Heyman.
Bro, he would have been the afterthought.
They were already a tag team in OVW.
He would have been the afterthought.
Your afterthought makes him a babyface when the fucking rivalry's all over.
He would have been the afterthought.
And then you can figure out something to do with him.
He would have stood up in that.
Listen, you would have the tutelage. Who was in his ear in the back?
I don't know. It wasn't back there. Who was in his ear?
Not Paul Heyman.
Who was in his ear?
This is not Paul Heyman.
Oh, okay.
So if he would have had Paul Heyman, if he would have been around there to have that wisdom from Heyman to give him, to help him push his career forward. He was in the back just probably with Charlie Haas and them just kicking it. Maybe got a little bit of advice from Perk Angle and who else?
Actually, Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman was in charge of SmackDown at that time.
But was he with Paul Heyman?
Like on TV? No.
Correct.
Not on TV.
Was he his manager? Was he a part of the storylines with Paul Heyman?
No, not on TV.
But if Vince would have paired him with him at some point down the line, even if they would have broke up, he still would have been doing stories with him. Do you see what I'm saying? But
I guess
you're right now you're stuck at the point because this is how we see him, and this is how you can only see him.
Well, because in my mind, I see it as Shelton. If you would have had debut Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin with Paul Heyman, Shelton Benjamin would end up being the Marty Jannetty of that tag team.
Who said they had to be a tag team? They didn't have to be a tag team.
Okay, they just came as individuals. And you just have them in the same group by themselves as individuals. Brock literally went off to instantly do King of the Ring.
Brock is going to go to do big things anyway because he has the look.
What was Shelton going to be doing then? The same stuff he would have been doing anyway. He would have just been the Intercontinental title or US title.
If you had already got the rub. If you got the good rub, it depends on you how you take it.
That's
at
what I'm
first,
saying.
he couldn't talk. So if you have somebody like Heyman that can talk for him, boom, this can get him over.
Okay.
You put him in a storyline where they're annihilating somebody, boom, that can get him over.
As a tag team.
It doesn't have to be a tag team.
They're
it just
gonna
gets him over.
They're going to end up being a tag team if they're together.
If they team up for a couple matches, that's fine. But nobody said they have to be a tag team. Tag team going after the tag team titles.
No,
having to face
I'm just
the
saying.
acolytes every week or
No, I'm saying if that's literally how it's always going to be. You can't like if you have two individuals in a group by themselves. That's like basically we've seen that story play out so many times though. That's what I'm saying. They're going to end up being together.
Two individuals in a group and two individuals in a tag team are not the same thing.
Two individuals in a group, and it's just them two in a group.
It's not the same thing as a tag team who was constantly in a tag team match against each other. Say the Smoking Guns, PG-13.
Okay.
They're constantly in tag team matches together.
Right.
They're booked as a tag team.
They're booked as a tag team, yeah.
They're booked as their team.
They're a team.
They look at each other as a tag
team.
So
Brock and Shelton wouldn't have worn nothing.
They're just assassins from Paul Heyman because he had just got fired from the fucking company, so he came back with two mercenaries to be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm saying it makes sense.
I get what you're saying, but to me, I'm like,
look at Shelton as this way, and
I'm seeing because in my head, I'm like, okay, if you have Brock and Paul and Shelton all debut at the same time,
you thinking too hard. You're thinking too hard.
Their paths literally going to lead the same exact way no matter what. Because no matter what you do, their path was going to be the same way. Brock was going to be the star, and Shelton was going to be the mid-card guy forever.
Okay, I at first as you were saying it, I was like, I agree. But no, I disagree. And I'll tell you why. If they start off with Heyman, now Heyman has already built this relationship with Shelton Benjamin.
Right.
His point is going to be to get Shelton over. Just like he did with guys that he left in ECW. His point is going to be to get him over.
Right.
And he's not going to stop until he at least try and sees that either it works or it failed.
Right.
He's going to keep trying. That's just Heyman.
Right.
There's no fucking way you're going to tell me their paths would have went the same way if he would have started off with Heyman when he debuted. There's no way. Heyman was the booker.
Okay.
He was
as
on the
of
booking
like,
team even
not
with
the past as of he get fired and all the stuff like that. I'm talking about
who get fired?
Shelton. Not as of that type of path. As of Shelton would end up literally
being an IC champion or just being stuck in the IC division.
Yeah, he just was stuck
disagree if he would have had that rub from Heyman. If you
think he'll be a world champion?
I'm not saying he would have been a world champion, but
then what else would have been?
He could have been looked at as a main eventer. You don't have to be a world champion. We're so stuck.
For you to be a main.
Wait, stop. No.
Go ahead.
Nowadays, you young guys are so transfixed on you. The only way that you're a main eventer or the only way that you're anything is that you have to be a world champion. That's fucking false. There were plenty. Andre the Giant was a fucking main eventer and never won a world title. Like Roddy Piper was a main eventer and never won a world title. Like, we need to stop that now. Like, a main eventer is a guy who can draw money and get people to fucking get asses in seats. That's
you think Shelton Benjamin would put asses in seats?
If he was booked the right fucking way, yes, he would get black asses in seats. I think so, yes. The same way Ron Simmons did it. The same way Ahmed Johnson did it. The same way Junkyard Dog did it. Yes.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't
the right booking.
Because in my head, I'm looking at this. Shelton Benjamin, surrounded by, at that time, around that time, Edge was a big name Edge
was not a
big name, but he actually had a lot of fans that pulled a lot of people in there.
A lot
of people came there to see Edge. A lot of people like to see Edge because he was a fan favorite.
They were excited to see Edge, not saying that they came there to see Edge.
But they were excited to see Edge.
Okay.
Yes. In my head, I'm like, man, I don't remember a time when I was like super excited to see Shelton Benjamin.
This is what I'm saying. You're so transfixed on how he is now
Even
instead of
then,
looking at how
compared
the
to all the people that was there.
changed the way how you looked at him. You look at him a certain way because of how he was booked.
Compared to all the people then, still, Eddie Guerrero.
The roster was split in half and they were searching for main eventers. They made Bradshaw. Fucking Justin Hawk Bradshaw. They made him into a main eventer and it worked.
He was, first of all, Shelton Benjamin was on Raw by that time. JBL had already came around.
They were still looking for main eventers.
Sure. But guess what?
Were they not?
Yes.
They brought in Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, for God's sake. Like,
yes.
What are we talking about? Like,
yes, and he floundered. Guess what?
They made Test a main eventer.
I've never had a problem. Test actually, he looked better in early days, not at that time.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Early days, yeah.
They were searching for main eventers.
Right.
They never tried with him. And now people, and this is not a diss towards you, but people like you look at him a certain way because of how he was portrayed for the past 14, 15 years.
Right.
And it kind of hurts his career when he was not the main guy, when he was the best one of that whole fucking class of those
But that's
5
the
to
thing.
6 guys.
You keep going off of he was the best of that class.
Well,
he could be the best of that class.
So if you were in a class, say if it's 6 of us, say me, you, Tracy, Chris, and Matt, we all in something. All 5 of us succeeding, you just the one on the outside because people didn't look out for you. Wouldn't you feel a certain way about that shit?
It is.
Or you just gonna be like, nah, it is what it is, bro. I'm gonna go do this.
I'm not gonna be upset about it because you know why? Because I'm like, damn, that's the path that was put out there. Guess what? If he would have debuted for Brock, if he would have debuted with Brock, guess what? Okay, I guarantee you, if we would have looked back to that moment and he debuted with Brock, there would be a lot of highlight clips of just Brock showing up by himself, and literally they would have edited Benjamin out of there. Because guess what? He would have ended up being in the background as either a mid-card guy, or he just would have just stayed there as a mid-card guy. He wouldn't have been a main when he had that run.
Who's the main component that I keep mentioning?
Paul Heyman. You
keep just mentioning Brock.
Yes.
I'm mentioning Heyman. I'm mentioning a guy with wrestling knowledge.
Paul Heyman was in the background of both shows. Anyways, he was a lead guy on SmackDown.
If they put me with you, right? Say they put you with me, right? Like I'm your manager.
Right.
So let's go with that since you're bigger than me.
Right.
And they put you with me. Then all of a sudden after that, they make me the booker. Right? You don't think I'm gonna look out for you?
Right.
You don't think I'm gonna put you in storylines to make you fucking matter?
You telling me
compared to if
you don't think Paul Heyman did that?
They give me the fucking lady from next door. Like,
you don't think Paul Heyman did that?
Put her in storylines as much as I'm going to put you in it because I'm going to look out for you because I was working with you. I have a relationship with you from a couple years ago.
You don't think Paul Heyman did that?
What storyline was that? Please let me know.
Where? Like
the world's greatest tag team.
He worked with Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. What storyline did he give Benjamin?
He gave that world greatest tag team one, and then once he broke them off, he had
that was a Vince idea to put them two together with Charlie.
He ended up sending them to Raw, and Paul Heyman was literally worked with Raw for a little bit.
No. Not at that point in time. Paul Heyman was strictly a SmackDown guy with Stephanie McMahon until they got into it and he quit.
To Raw. He ended up going to Raw for a little bit, and then he ended up quitting because he actually they wanted to send him back to SmackDown with Stephanie.
Him and Stephanie got into it. That's why he quit.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he was a SmackDown writer and she overseen something that he had wrote, and he couldn't take it no more. They got into a little bit of a spat, and he quit.
Guess what? To me, Shelton Benjamin always gonna be Intercontinental. His cap was always gonna be Intercontinental. Because to me, wow. Even though he was the best in their class,
his cap is the Intercontinental Championship.
His cap is always gonna be that.
It could have been something better.
That's why I said like Dolph Ziggler. To me, his cap was always Intercontinental Champion. To me,
that's crazy.
To me, he could go in the ring, but to me, it's always that.
That's crazy.
Because in my mind, I'm like, man, he could go in the ring, but I'm like, man.
So is Bryan Danielson the main eventer to you?
Yes and no at the same time. Because he could go in the ring. But in my mind, I'm like,
I gotta just.
I never.
People have opinions.
To me, it's about who can I actually believe in the fight. To me, when it comes to wrestling, who can I actually get behind? I'm like, actually believe in this. That's why, like.
So, are you looking for a fight in wrestling, or are you looking for the action in wrestling?
Maybe
that's the question.
I'm looking for the look. I'm looking for the look.
To make it look real, to make it look professional, to make it look good.
Yes. Because it's kind of like.
So how do you not look at him as a main eventer?
Who? Shelton Benjamin?
No, now I'm talking about Dolph.
Dolph Ziggler? Because to me.
Because of the way they portrayed him.
No, he always came off as like Shawn Michael light. But then I'm like, man, I don't know. Then, yeah, they end up booking him as a loser and everything. But then I'm like, man.
If you just admit that a lot of your opinion is foreshadowed because of the way that they
some of it, yeah.
A lot of these guys.
Some of it is, yeah.
I'll fall back a lot.
Some of it, yeah.
I see how
I don't want you to
it
fall
is.
back. I don't want you to fall back.
Because it's
crazy because to me, right, okay. Dolph Ziggler only won the world title because of the Money in Bank.
He won it twice.
When did I think
he won it again. He won that title twice.
He won the Money in Bank one, and then.
Go ahead, finish the story.
I'm trying to think when else did he win it.
When did he lose it?
I'm trying to remember who did he lose it to.
Del Rio, but when did he lose it?
He lost it to Del Rio.
When?
Like a couple months later. He didn't have that title for long.
Neither time he had it for long. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about? I believe he had it a second time and lost that bitch. So I know one time for sure he had the concussion situation.
When did he win the first one?
I think the Money in the Bank.
When did he win the second one?
When Big E was in the ring with him. Then he won it again because he had lost it and then won it back. And then he got a concussion. And then he lost that shit again.
Okay, I don't remember the second one. Because really the only other world title that comes to mind is the NXT one. And that really doesn't count as a real world title. I guess you could count it, but...
the world title to me don't even count as the world... It ain't the WWE title in WWF.
But I'm
to
like...
me, that's the belt that counts.
But to me, he only won the big gold and that was it.
Yeah, which still kind of doesn't count.
And he only won... To me, he won that belt...
Christian. Doesn't count.
Christian won the big gold.
And it doesn't count.
And I didn't even see him as a main eventer.
Mark Henry doesn't count.
Mark Henry, I didn't see him at that main event at that time either.
I still don't. I don't know how he was world champion. Christian, I just wanted him to win the world title. So whether he had the
to
main
me,
event
he
or
only
not,
won the title because Edge lost it.
I don't give a fuck why he won it.
I was
just happy he won it.
I was happy he won it, but then I was
Edge
like,
won it. I hate the fact when one gets the shot and the other one never gets the shot. Let's see if they sink or swim. Like
I think, is that the reason that you feel for Brock and Shelton? Because they were like that. Because they were basically two peas at a time.
But they were never debuted on the main show as a tag team.
Okay.
My thing is,
we just knew them as a tag team.
My thing is Shelton trained Brock.
Okay.
Like Shelton is the big dog, really. When you think about it, he was older when they was at college. Shelton was the one that trained him.
Right.
In Minnesota.
Okay.
If Brock is the killer, what the fuck you think he is if he trained him? That's my thought about it. Like, if I have a fucking karate sensei who's training me to be a killer, but people more afraid of me than him, I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on here? This nigga taught me everything, but you afraid of me? Like, that's how I look at it. And I see that the way that you look at it is like, well, they portrayed him as you. I mean, they portrayed him as him. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, no, he's the killer. Like, what are we talking about?
Shelton always just seemed like a good smiling guy. Even off the camera, he just seems like a good smiling guy.
You too, but you could probably play a heel if you given the chance to really sink your teeth into something.
I guess. I guess. Like, to me,
dude,
even
your teeth shows the whole fucking show. But I feel if somebody gave you a chance to play a heel and something you could sink your teeth in, you would be a fucking dastardly heel. Yes.
But, like, to me, I'm like, even when Shelton was a heel, that's why I said his best heel run to me was always the gold standard.
Because that wasn't even a heel run to me because I still was hearing cheers and I was cheering.
Yeah, so, like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, even when he was a heel, I was like, is he really heel? He's just one of us. Like, I can fuck with him. That's all it seemed like. He's just a dickhead, but he's like, I'm the gold standard. I'm the best. So that's why I'm like, okay, cool.
I got a question for you. Don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
So, if he was given opportunities against a world champion, would you have been able to sink your teeth into that and maybe he winning it and becoming the second black world champion if something was going in that direction? Because people was into the Shawn Michaels match. People kind of wanted him to beat Michaels.
I was one of those. That's literally my favorite match.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my favorite match.
If he could bring you in like that with certain stories, especially like in a world title picture.
He always gave me that feel. He gave me that feel of
underdog.
Oh, he could underdog.
He's the black underdog.
He could get there. He could do it. But I'm like,
but they pull that rug from under you. Oh, he can't do it.
Yeah. Then I'm like,
I knew he couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's kind of like I sit there. I'm like, hey, he might could do this. But the whole time, that's like if I'm sitting here on camera going, if that match happened tomorrow, and I'm like, you like who would win between Triple H and Shelton Benjamin? I'm like, man, I'm gonna want Shelton Benjamin to win, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and bet. But I'm gonna bet on Triple H. I'm definitely gonna bet on Triple H because I'm like, come on now, come on, be for real. That's how I've always felt. But like, and it's not because that's how they made him. That's just how I always saw him. Like he's always gonna play the underdog.
That's how you saw him because that's how they booked him.
No, that's even like based off
really seen him
even based off
light.
of just look of him.
But have you ever seen him in another light though?
In another light of besides being a main event guy?
No. Have you ever seen him in another light besides his WWE characters?
And him in another light of like OVW?
Yeah, OVW.
OVW, he looked like
his Impact character, or
he was an Impact.
His New Japan character.
He was an Impact.
Yeah, he's an Impact and Japan.
I don't remember being an Impact.
Yeah, he's an Impact for a fucking cup of tea.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. OVW, I've seen a couple clips. He looked like literally like a beast. Like he looked like a beast. But I'm talking about body wise.
I quit.
Body wise, he looked like a beast. To me, wise, he
Bobby fucking Lashley is a beast, but you just look at him and be like, dog, you just too nice of a guy, dog. I can believe him being a fucking destroyer.
I think Bobby Lashley's just a nice of a guy too.
But I could buy him being a destroyer.
I don't know. I never really. That's what's crazy. I've never seen Bobby Lashley as a destroyer in my mind. I always just seen him as a nice guy that has a lot of muscles. That he's good.
And if he gets his hands on you and throw you around and you piss him off, game over.
I assume all the wrestlers could do that. But to me,
Nick and Matt Jackson.
Nick, no, not Nick or the Miz.
Not Matt. The fuck you gonna say not Nick?
I meant, my bad. Not the Jacksons, not the Miz. But majority of the guys that I've seen, I
think Miz can get you with the eyes.
Like Hobbs, I think I could dab him up and he'll hurt my hand. I'm like, oh, this dude. But then I'm like, he's a big guy, but he looks like a teddy. He could possibly be a teddy bear. That's how I always see like Shelton or Bobby. Like they always
Bobby for sure.
Well, I'm like,
But I can still see him being a fucking destroyer.
But Brock, okay, just to bring Brock, right? I've never in my mind, even when he's on TV with right now, like him with a cowboy hat, him laughing around. In my head, I'm like, nope, don't believe it. I can't get into this. Don't believe it. He just looks like he could destroy me. I just can't get behind that.
No, don't believe it.
Don't believe it. Not one bit. He just looks like a nice guy. Like that's how I've always been. Like if I look at you, I don't care how they betray you. If I can look at you and be like, he's a killer. No, he ain't. Stop lying. He ain't a killer.
Nah, Bobby Lashley is a killer. He was in the Navy.
That's the crazy part.
Or
he's
Marines.
He was in the Marines. He's done MMA. He actually has done.
So how can you not buy that he's a killer?
Because in my head I'm like, I don't know.
You gonna say I don't know?
I don't know. He doesn't sound like a killer. He got alopecia. I can't get.
He's not CM Punk.
What that mean?
Because CM Punk trained for MMA and shit too. But you don't really believe he's a killer like that.
I don't believe it. No.
Yeah, he does a little bit of martial arts. Dude. Yeah. But you don't believe he's a killer.
I don't know.
I believe he's a fucking killer.
There's only a couple of people where I'm like, he look like he actually killed me. There's only a handful of people where I'm like,
Lashley, Brock, maybe Umaga. Not Umaga. Solo. I said Umaga. Jacob Fatu.
Brock, Solo, Jacob Fatu.
Hobbs, because I've like I said, I stood next to him. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, Thatcher, man.
Stood next to him too, dog. He's just an intimidating presence.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Oh, well, I can't remember that dude's name. He's in New Japan.
Ishii? I mean, Suzuki?
Is Suzuki? Who else?
You know what? I'm not afraid too much of Suzuki anymore. 2014 I was. Now I'm like, you old geezer.
I feel like he's an old geezer, but then I'm like, bro, he chops me one. Gunther. Even when he smiles, I can't get behind it because I'm like, bro, he looks like he could just beat the mess out of me.
Fat Gunther.
Skinny
Gunther.
Skinny Gunther kind of scares because then I'm like, oh, he actually got a full scrape.
No.
But Fat Gunther, I'm like, I can outrun him at least.
No.
I can try to outrun him.
Fuck that. I'm more afraid
but I know
of
them hits going to hurt a little bit more.
Skinny Gunther, I'm like, oh, you're just a regular guy. I still don't want to fuck with you, but you're just a regular guy.
Yokozuna. When I see him, I'm like, man, that dude, I can just huge.
There's nothing you can do. You can punch him, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, there's nothing gonna happen. But those dudes, I'm like, okay, I could get by no matter what. If you turn them as babyface, I won't believe they're babyfaces. Like, I just know that. Like, to me, I'm like, I can't get behind you. You're not a babyface. You just look like you could beat my ass. Like,
okay, here's one because we got to move on.
Yeah,
but here's one. Mick Foley.
No.
What?
Wait, sorry. What was Mick Foley? What is he a killer?
Yeah.
Mick Foley, a killer?
Yeah.
If I see him, no.
I grew up on Cactus Jack. I grew up on Mankind.
Yeah. I'm talking about
them motherfuckers was intimidating as shit.
Without the like,
I'm just saying because we talking about how presented.
If you gave me Mankind with the mask, yes.
Cactus Jack didn't have the mask.
Yeah, and I never was like...
He was fucking nuts. He would jump off and hurt himself.
See, to me, I just saw him as Mick Foley.
You didn't. Oh, but you weren't alive. I was gonna say you didn't know he was Mick Foley at this time. It was fucking Cactus Jack. I'm talking about WCW Cactus Jack. He's hitting the fucking floor. Like there's no mats. Yeah. He's hitting the floor. If he had hurt himself, he'd fucking hurt you, and you can't hurt him because he's hurting himself.
Well, I always saw him as crash test dummy anyway. So no matter what he did, I always saw him as crash test dummy.
You're so disrespectful as a wrestling fan.
That's not a bad thing, but he's one of those guys that could take pain. Like he has a high pain tolerance. So there's nothing you could do that really could hurt him. So that's why I'm like, I have the utmost respect for Mick Foley because I'm like, a dude that could take all these bumps and continue on about his day, he
really can't continue on his day. If you see the way he walks
he
now,
be walking, but
he's paying for it now.
He's hurting now. But I'm saying, when he takes those bumps back then, I'm like, God damn.
Shout out to Foley.
Oh, Sandman. I don't know why, but when I look, New Jack. Oh, jeez.
No, I ain't fucking with New Jack.
New Jack, I just know I'm not gonna fuck around.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with him.
Even if we get into a fight and I get some punches
if WWE
it's not gonna
had got hands on New Jack and had him chart his ass out there on the round to the ring in a pink shirt and yellow clothes, brightest clothes, I would still think he could kill me. I was just looking at him, I could just assume he's gonna kill me.
How would you think he would kill you though?
I don't even think with a knife. With a fork.
I think he would
cheese grater.
He'd stab you with something or a razor.
Or he'll just tase me to death.
Or with a pistol at. I just don't trust him. Like
anything. He's one of those people. If I was a police officer and I had to put him in a jail place, I would make sure there ain't no bed. The whole room would just be empty. He'd just have an empty white room.
Still got him in a padded cell.
No pads, just empty white room. No pads.
Why he needs some pads?
No, just put him there. He don't need nothing that could actually have. It might put pads on it because I don't need nothing that he could use as a weapon, and nothing he could harm himself with.
Harm himself? What about you?
That's what I'm saying. Like
if you're a guard,
if he might snatch me in there, I don't want to get thrown in the. I'd rather get thrown in the pads and then thrown into a stone wall. Like. That's all that comes to my mind when I'm thinking about New Jack.
New Jack versus Bret Hart. Oh, God.
Oh, bro, Bret Hart would be like, yo, I thought Goldberg was the worst.
No, New Jack versus Shawn Michaels. I dare Shawn to have one of his temper tantrums in that match. I dare you.
I actually be okay to see New Jack versus Stone Cold. Or...
Hey, damn, kid, you're kind of stiff there, kid.
New Jack versus The Rock.
He'd beat the hell out The Rock.
That'd be hilarious. I would pay money just to see that. Just to see that.
275 Rock compared to 303 Rock?
Just to see that. Just to see New Jack beat the shit out of Rock. I would pay money just to see that. I would pay money to get a time.
You're so disrespectful as a wrestling fan, like I said. Let's move on. He want The Rock, one of the biggest stars ever in wrestling history, to get mauled by New Jack. Rest in peace to New Jack. In a match back in the early 2000s.
Fuck that. Give me New Jack.
Before the match transit incident.
Give me New Jack versus
versus after. No, it might be after.
Versus Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Give me that.
Give me that. That won't work for me, brother.
Shit. Give me New Jack versus Raven.
New Jack will let you take the fall. He'll take the fall.
You'll take the fall, buddy, but you about to get your ass beat.
Yeah, the whole match.
The whole match with the music playing.
Say nigga. Say nigga one more time.
With the music playing the whole time.
You know what? Why do you keep talking and making more subjects? The music thing for New Jack. At first, when I first seen this shit, I thought it was the wackest shit ever. But the more I kept watching, I was like, you know what? It's so different. I'm cool with it. Cause Styles be up there going crazy to the music sometimes. Like, it's the same music, it's the same track. It just loops. It keeps going the whole fucking time. Some LA type of music.
I'm like, bro, he just makes you. Every time I watch a New Jack match, I just think of LA riots. That's all I think about. LA riots. And I go, oh man, this is one of those.
Oh my God.
This is a paid LA riot right here.
Jesus Christ.
And New Jack just pulls out anything and everything. But yeah.
Let's move on.
Next subject. A lot of people got fired.
Yeah, a lot of people got fired. So
somebody got hired.
We wish them well in their future endeavors.
I don't.
And hope that, they don't stay unemployed for too long. I don't wish that on nobody. You know what I mean? I've been broke before. That shit ain't for nobody.
I don't wish that on nobody either. But
we got, like you said, so even
there's a couple people that should have been fired though.
Yeah, but because they wasn't, they were still able to still save some money to bring in another individual who just showed up to the performance center today.
They pulled out the red carpet. Instagram post. Well, first ESPN broke news. Instagram post of her walking into the performance center. Was it? Then we got her getting an interview already at the performance center. Then they got like another video of her training at the performance center. Bro, we pulling out the red carpet.
Hey.
And then she even went on Twitter and made a comment basically saying, I will see you, basically kind of saying, Charlotte Flair, I'll see you when I win a title. Kind of making fun of Charlotte with that. Saying
she ain't ready for Charlotte yet.
Saying that, Rhea.
That's what I would want to see.
The only match I want to see right now between her is her and Bianca Belair, to be honest with you. And right now, I really want her to go to NXT.
Yeah, for a year.
And if you don't know what we're talking about Jade Cargill, who's keeping her name so far.
It's her real name.
It's her real, but usually they change names.
Tony Khan ain't like that. Now Vince might be.
Where do you think she's going?
Huh?
She went to WWE.
I know.
But why you say Tony Khan?
I thought you were saying it be like AEW copyrighted her name so she can't
use
her name.
No. WWE, they change your name instantly usually.
Nah, she keeping that
They
shit.
keeping it in this NXT style. This how you know Triple H on for this one.
That too, but it's just the same like with Gable Stevenson. Like if you have a background in something, like she does in fitness and she has a background in basketball as well, college basketball. So they're not gonna change her name.
Like Matt Riddle kept his name.
Yeah. But he was somebody in, was it Bellator? UFC. So they're not going to change his name.
I'm trying to remember. There's a Bianca Belair. That's not her real name. Is it?
Yes, it is.
That's a real name.
Yes, it is. But she was a track and field star.
Track and field star.
So the real athletes get to keep their name.
Yeah.
Now, if you just come on as a walk-in on some bullshit because you was at your house eating cornflakes and shit.
Some of the indie guys kept their names, like Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa. Adam Cole.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys from the first run. This new run? No.
No, buddy.
No, you got Vince.
Bronson Reed? Oh, buddy.
You got Vince.
He wasn't Joe.
Action Bronson? No,
his name is Jonah.
I said Action Bronson.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. He sings Hook's theme song.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, Jade Cargill, man, that's right now to me. She needs to start in NXT, like we said before.
Shout out to Cody.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Cody
because somebody else posted her congratulations and kind of posted a picture.
Oh, was it Ricky?
It was Ricky. Posted a picture of them together, and then also there was some famous person liked the ESPN post that she signed. Can you guess who?
That she signed
to WWE. Like, they put the official Punk sign. He liked it. So, I mean, a lot of things out there.
Because the ship is sinking right now in AEW. Like, it's sinking. The ratings are sinking. The talent that really is worth a damn is leaving.
The fans showing up to the arenas.
Like, period. And right now, WWE is kind of
on a hot streak. They're on a hot streak.
I don't know why Vince lied, but yeah, they're on the fucking hot streak.
Because he need to keep that. He wants to stay there, but he's in trouble. So that's another time.
He's always in trouble. We'll talk about that next show. But I didn't know if you knew about it. But yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw
new shit. So where he could be forced out.
Well, we'll see.
But we'll talk about that because
he's undefeated. He's like Michael Jordan when it comes to the lawsuits.
But hey, I'm not gonna say nothing. I just want to be right.
But right now, what is your ceiling? What do you think the ceiling is for Jade?
Oh, they're going to push her to the fucking moon. Okay. Her look.
Do you think... Well, here's my question. Do you think when her contract now is over, do you think she's getting an extension?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think
if she wants to stay?
If she wants to stay.
Because that road is no joke. It ain't as bad as it used to be, but that road, no joke. When I first started, I remember Roland told me, he said, now, going to WWF... Well, no, it was WWE at the time. Going to WWE, what did he say was 315 days on the road?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the road.
The road.
Oh, yeah. They're on the road. I thought it was, last time I checked was 320 days.
And and I was told 315. So if it's still 320 like that now, even though they don't have house shows like that, that's crazy.
Only thing they changed now is they changed the splitting. The splitting kind of helps now, because nowadays, so like Raw's on Raw's on Monday.
It could be a Raw show on Tuesday or a SmackDown show on Tuesday, Raw show on Wednesday, SmackDown show on Thursday.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
But I still don't even think they're going every day.
But they actually break. No, they don't go every night.
They don't go every day.
They have a. I think it's like 4. It's 4 nights straight of shows,
and then 3 off.
Then 3 off. 4 nights.
Unless
off,
it's a pay-per-view.
Unless pay-per-view.
But yeah, that sounds about right. Because
that's
when I was like, fuck that.
And that's for the shows that are split.
That's when I was like, I'd rather go to TNA.
The splits thing. Huh?
And that's when I was like, I'd rather go to TNA.
Oh.
And this was 2010, 2011. I was like, fuck that. I'd rather go to TNA.
But I think this was I love the fact that Jay's gonna get a chance to do. She's gonna train at the Performance Center, and when she does come to the main roster, she's gonna work those house shows. That's what she needs. That's what AEW has been missing. Could you do a house show? You did because you did house shows for 3 or 4 days straight for 1 month. Cool. But then also you don't do house shows again for another 5 or 6 months. You're not doing anything. You don't get no training from that.
Look at Solo Sikoa.
Oh yeah, bro.
He got so much better since he came to the
launched.
main roster and do house shows on a consistent basis. You could tell how he was when he first started. It was like he really don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Now it's like he be on point
every time.
He be on the spots where he need to be. His super kicks are more crisp than they used to be.
Yep.
Like, okay, you can tell he's been out there working.
He's gotten better.
And
he actually is taking in. He's taking in the knowledge.
And that's what Jay need to do instead of wrestling one match every 3 months.
That's you're not gonna get better.
3 weeks. Like it's not helping.
And a lot of things. A lot of people were saying like, oh, she only went to WWE for the money, bro. She already said. First of all, her husband's in the baseball. He's in MLB. That's one thing. She don't need the money. She has a whole entire company, literally a whole fitness setup on the side. She don't need the money. She's a model too, so literally she don't need the money. She actually likes wrestling. They got her
went
actually
to the
involved in
bigger
it.
company that she knew that wanted her and would do something with her.
Yes.
And then she talked to her friend Brandy Rhodes, and her husband is Cody Rhodes, and that's how she ended up getting the contract with WWE because of the plug, which is I've learned it now the past couple years. This is real shit. Life as an adult is all about who you know.
Who you know. It's always about who you know.
All about who you know.
That's how I was raised.
Getting it on your own, bullshit. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know to get you into a door where you want to get into. That's all it is. And she knew somebody that got her in the door. The same way Ricky Starks is. I was wrong on the Ricochet shit. He's still there. But I totally 1,000% believe that Ricky Starks, when his contract is up, is fucking out of AEW.
Yeah.
And he's going to WWE.
He sees the writing on the wall.
And I felt like he's seen the writing on the wall when Cody left. Because I watched the Road to the what is it, Road to the Top? Whatever that show used to be.
Yeah.
The reality show that Cody had. Their relationship in the back was so tight. When he broke his neck, he went to Cody.
Yeah.
And him and Cody was in the back talking and shit. He was like, bro, I don't know how I'm going to feel with this match. Like, I'm scared. I don't know how my neck going to be whoop-de-whoop. Cody was the one talking to him.
Yeah.
And then, after Cody left, he posted something on his shit talking about how he going to miss his buddy. But I will see you soon.
Then he ended up, and they got him in the backstage at Royal Rumble.
All signs is pointing towards it.
Yeah.
And I would be disappointed if he stays somewhere where it's like.
There's a couple people on AEW I already kind of like. I'm like, yo, they're probably going. The only people right now I feel bad for in AEW right now is FTR. Because FTR just signed a new contract. And
5 years.
And they're locked in there.
I get fired on purpose. I'll pull a Jeff Hardy. I'll walk out through the crowd. I'll pull a Jeff Hardy. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what the fuck? Like,
and everybody's going to say, well, they're going to help the lead AEW. They're going to do the... Bruh, you could tell, like, AEW is like... It's sinking. Like I said, there's too many holes in this ship now. To the point where Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, Jay White, Kenny Omega and Elite, all of them ain't going to be able to plug all those holes. They're not going to.
He's going to have to start over.
He's going to have to.
He's going to have to start over. He's going to have to start having massive layoffs and let hella people go keep like 5 to 10 guys.
Because he got to think.
Start over.
Tony Lilly's running Ring of Honor, AEW.
That's his fault.
He got hands in on the Jacksonville Jaguars. He got hands everywhere.
That's sad.
And then
unless he in on the office part, but I still don't even think he in on that.
Tony on that part too. He's on the office part.
And no way you can stretch your
he has a soccer team.
You can't stretch your spirit out that much, bro.
That's Lily. You can go back and look at all the interviews AEW talk when the wrestlers talk about Tony Khan. They're like, bro, he's everywhere.
He's there.
He's like,
I'm an owner, so yeah, I'm there. I'm listening to y'all, to my executives make decisions.
He's like everywhere with every like thing he's doing, and then he's nose deep in AEW stuff to the point where it's like, bro, then there's a possibility of him getting. There's rumors that he's buying stock in New Japan or in another company.
He doing too much.
His hands are everywhere, and it's like, bro.
He bought that money.
He bought that money. I'm not against the man getting it back.
He ain't about that wrestling life. He about that money.
He bought that money.
He bought that money, yo. Because if you was about that wrestling life, your whole life would be
AEW only.
Will be this, because this is your baby.
I need to make AEW the best thing better than WWE.
And he's not trying that. So next news, since we talking about AEW and all that shit, is Raw leaving. No, let's start off the other part. Sorry, damn. Fucked up the lead.
You did.
God damn it.
Come on, what kind of transition is that?
SmackDown leaving Fox. In the new contract bid that will start, 2025, I believe?
2024.
2024, okay.
They go. They're going to UFC. They're going to USA on October 2024.
Okay, so close to 2025. But still, going to USA, leaving Fox. I thought that they did a great job on Fox. I thought the ratings was good.
The ratings were good. The problem is, one, their ratings was too good. That's one thing. That's why USA want them, because they noticed that the ratings on SmackDown is way better than the ones that's on Raw.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing. But also because they've been doing that every time they have to switch to FS1. That kills their ratings every time.
You think it's that? You know what I think it is? I think a lot of it was Fox more than it was WWE.
Oh.
I think it was Fox. I think Fox was like, yo, the cursing, we have to keep bleeping stuff out, and sometimes your crowds is cursing, and we have to bleep out pretty much the whole show. This is a television network.
No, I'm trying.
Rules are strict.
No, I'm just thinking about, because SmackDown don't be having that many curse words.
The whole Rock segment had the crowd was cursing the whole time.
Oh yeah, I that literally just went over my head. You're right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And it pretty much was a whole blank slate of the show going through because they tried to bleep it out, so it was just silent.
Bro, I would have sent that fine to The Rock.
Like, yo, and that's not the first time that's happened. It's happened a lot of times.
It's only when
He says only when The Rock.
It's only when The Rock shows up.
Now he just goes off script.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, he does what the hell he wants.
Because he done that multiple times where he had the crowd say asshole. Can I say that here?
Pussyfoot.
Okay, I can't say that here. Yeah, he done said multiple times.
When we get monetized, we can't. But since we're not monetized yet, we can say what the fuck we want to say.
But no, man, Rock comes up there. He just says whatever he wants, do whatever he wants. Who cares? And then now Fox is like, yeah, we can't be having this now. But what's going? Would that even change on USA?
It was even some, yeah.
Like, can he say
they've
that?
been with USA since 1985.
Well, I'm saying, can he say that on USA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They can get away with a lot more on USA.
Okay.
Fox is
new.
Is what?
New friend, the new companions, like new
No, Fox is network television, which is like channels 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 44, that type of shit.
That's why I gotta scream it.
Yeah. Okay. It's that type of channel. It's not a cable channel.
Sorry, y'all. I only got YouTube TV.
Yeah, so the cable channels you can get away with more. You can say a little bit more and then don't have to bleep it. You have I think it's a certain like AEW. They have a certain number.
Bro, AEW go crazy.
Yeah, they go over it. They have a certain number. TBS sent it down. Like there was I think it was like 10 or something cuss words.
Okay.
2 shits. They could only say shit like twice.
Am I like the only person that just like, I don't know if I cringe or I'm like, I don't like when AEW does a lot of things like the cursing or the shooting fingers.
Unless it's the Bullet Club gold.
you know the Paige. She shoots the birdie like all the time. Her, John Moxley.
Oh, the bird.
Yeah, the middle finger. Yeah, I couldn't think the middle finger. They do the middle fingers nonstop.
Samoa Joe on the
Samoa
splash.
Joe. Like all of them do it. Like everybody does a middle finger, and I'm like, yo, this shit is not cool no more.
It's outlaw. It's like all the people from WWE is just like, fuck you. We can do it if we want to do now.
Yeah, and it's like, to me, I was like when I'm watching, I'm like, man, I'm a grown adult, but I'm like, bro,
too much.
Like, yeah, it's too much. Like,
too much.
Like WWE, I'm like, oh, stop, because they don't do it a lot.
Right.
For AEW, I see it all the time. That's why I don't care about their hardcore matches. I'm like, oh, every match is a hardcore match, basically.
Yeah, every match.
Why even have somebody out there in a referee jersey? Because it makes no sense.
It's pointless.
Yeah, but SmackDown moving to USA, I think it's going to be great. As long as they don't move it to 3 hours, I'm good. That's the only thing. I think the 2-hour format was best for SmackDown, and 2-hour format is best for Raw. 2-hour format is best for NXT. 2-hour format is best for everybody.
I think the 1 hour is best for NXT.
Yeah.
The 1 hour.
1 hour.
Because it makes you want more.
And when it was on the streaming service. When it was on the network.
Yeah, when it was on the network. When
it wasn't on USA, it was so much better.
Correct.
And it's not because, NXT Black and Gold, NXT 2. If they had 2.0 on Peacock and streaming only on Peacock, it would have been so much better.
They can get away with more.
They'd get away with way more, and it would be way better. I would literally like go on Peacock every Tuesday just to watch.
You would do it now, so it doesn't even matter.
I watch.
So with that news of SmackDown moving to Raw, the talk has now come out.
Where's USA going?
Where's Raw going?
Where's Raw and NXT?
And NXT.
Both
as
of them.
a package. So most likely it seems like Raw is leaving USA. That's where the big rumor mill is going. That's kind of already confirmed. It's just about which network will get it because there's a bidding war for it.
We could go ahead and cut. We go ahead and cut all the Turner broadcasts. Unless we put them on like.
What other channels is it?
Like
MTV, BET, what the fuck?
Put them on like TBS.
I don't even know what station you can put that shit on. What other station you can put it on?
TBS. You can't put it on there.
ID channel? Like
CBS?
Cinemax? CBS?
Yeah.
That's network TV. That's just like having it on Fox. Hell no. Why would you put anything on CBS?
I don't know, man.
No, I would never. This is not the 60s.
I'm really, to be honest with you, I don't know TV like that. For me to actually, because I don't watch TV that much.
Good,
for you
to
really know.
Yeah, I'm like, no, bro.
I'm trying to think who actually want, like, I guess.
I don't know. Spike TV? I don't fucking know.
I have absolutely no idea.
No clue, because I don't even know channels like that besides the ones I used to watch as a kid that still exist. They gonna put it on Nickelodeon? Like,
bro, that'd be crazy.
Like, they really can't cuss.
ABC?
That's network TV. It's just like leaving Fox. So what was the point of leaving Fox? Unless Raw's now gonna switch and go to Fox.
A&E?
The Discovery Channel?
No, just A&E. Because you know they got the little.
I'm just saying it's the next one. The Discovery Channel is the next option.
ESPN?
Okay.
Bro, they put that on ESPN. I'll go crazy.
Okay.
I'll go crazy for that.
That could be a secret little deal that's going on.
Bro, that could be ESPN 2.
Either one.
They'll probably have it on ESPN 2. But bro, that'd be crazy.
Whoa.
Bro, if they put that on,
we be breaking some future news?
Ooh, y'all heard it here first. But if they put that on ESPN 2, that'd be so crazy.
Because you see they always on ESPN now.
Always.
Stephen A. Smith with the plug.
Bro, always.
It's all about people you know.
All about the people you know.
So Stephen A. could be like, hey, ESPN. I can get you WWE.
Bro, that would be so crazy. Other than that, there's no.
I don't see nothing else. Fox Sports?
Paramount?
Fox Sports Net?
I don't even have Paramount, I don't think. Oxygen?
No. Let's move on because it's not going to be on Oxygen. But it'd be dope because I think what this does is it takes Raw away from the 3-hour format.
My bet right now is going to be on ESPN.
Mine too, or ESPN too.
I'll be 100% okay with that.
1,000% okay with
ESPN 2. I'll take ESPN 2. It's right there. So everybody.
That would be 2-hour Raws.
2-hour Raws.
Let's get back to the 2-hour Raws. Let's get back to an entertaining show.
And then they could say whatever for real then. Because you can say whatever you want on ESPN.
Now you probably got a
You
line too.
You get limited.
Yeah, you get a limit too. But
because I was
still
say you
safe
be
to
hearing the basketball players saying fuck all the time.
Yeah, and they don't ever try to bleep it out no more. They used to, but they don't.
They only do it
don't
on ABC.
Yeah.
On Sundays.
Or Saturdays.
That's the only time when they bleep it out. But yeah, that'd be good. But let's get to what we came in for. Some 9/11 to 90. Oh, jeez. September 11th, 1995. A Monday Night Raw. The first Raw with competition. Because this is the first Raw after WCW Nitro debut. This will be the first time that they actually go up against them in the Monday Night War.
The Monday Night War.
Monday Night War.
So what's happening on the show is it's supposed to be Razor Ramon going against the 1-2-3 Kid. A couple jobber matches. And then Shawn Michaels versus Psycho Sid for the Intercontinental title. So that's the matches that's going on in the show.
Razor doesn't go. Okay.
Huh?
Razor doesn't go against 1-2-3 Kid.
No, he doesn't. He goes against Dean Douglas.
No, he doesn't.
Who does he go against?
The British Bulldog.
There you go. Hey, long day. Plus, Justin that just smoked. So
no, it ain't.
Shit happens.
Ain't
The fuck
day.
you mean long? Not long, bro. I've been up since fucking 1 a.m.
Let's go.
What time is it now?
Let's
7 p.m.
You ain't been up since then.
Sir?
He took a nap.
For an hour because your ass was on your way. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Yo, don't ever look like that again to make it like a big fucking deal, bro. Like,
hey, yo. I ain't say nothing, bro.
You did. You said, hey, yo. All right. It's not supposed to be silence. So we're starting this right now. If you can, rewind that motherfucker to the 13-second mark here.
Yes.
And then we're gonna start
with the recap of SummerSlam 1995, Face the Heat or whatever.
So before we start, we're gonna do a commentary, right? On the match.
Which match you want to do?
The last one.
Shawn Michaels versus Psycho Sid?
Yeah. Or do you want to do the first one?
Oh, I mean, that's up to you.
Or you want to go the whole way through, brother?
Hell no, brother. I'm going to go ahead and give you the main event of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels versus that Psycho Sid.
You are not play-by-play guy. You are going to be the color guy, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
You're the play-by-play. I don't like play-by-play. Color guys are more fun. And everyone comes to see
They are more fun.
Everyone comes to see
and
the
I'm
color
not
guy.
funny. So
I'm not funny either.
No, you just silly. Let's go. So the 13-second mark, we're starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Starting off with the SummerSlam logo.
Oh, sorry. Wrong song.
What the hell
Wrong
are
show.
you doing?
That was iCarly theme song. You gave me the countdown like Freddie.
Lord help me. Lord help me. Is that the iCarly remake or is that the original version of iCarly?
Yeah,
damn, you that fucking young when you were watching
the original
iCarly. God damn.
The original iCarly?
Yeah.
I was there, bro. I was still a kid when Phineas and Ferb debuted. Come on, bro.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm still also young
was a
enough.
Baby when Degrassi debuted.
I don't even remember watching that show. I never watched Degrassi.
Probably never watched it, but Jesus Christ.
I was still a kid when the orange tape came out for Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats Go Wild.
Yeah. That used to be my favorite one.
As Sean gyrates in the ring, Sean, I don't know, the damn package is going back and forth from
It's
like
a
Monday
recap.
Night Raw to SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw to SummerSlam.
Like you said, Psycho Sid got cut from the pay-per-view, though, from last week. You said Psycho Sid got cut from the pay-per-view, so they keep trying to show Psycho Sid.
This ain't Sid. This is Bulldog now slapping Diesel.
Yeah.
With long hair, and now his hair's cut. And now he's not the same.
He looked way better with long hair.
Way better. It looks like a main eventer with long hair.
Now without, he looks like a
jabron.
Yeah. He looks
Sorry,
like
Bulldog. I love you, bro, but
he looks like he'll be fixing my sink.
When 95 came, it was just game over.
Oh, yeah. They just let us know that Psycho Sid. Is The Rock coming? Is this Hollywood Rock? Nope, not Hollywood Rock.
No, is this Monday Night Raw?
Wait,
Attitude Era?
Is it? No, it's DX. Oh yeah, it's DX. To break it down. I'm doing what they're telling me to do. That makes love. Yeah. That makes love, man. Monday Night Raw.
You gonna use the Monday Night Raw to D-Generation X? As Sean jumps off the top on the comma.
It's a cool entrance though. I love messing with it. They having a whole entire fight on the roof.
Right.
Titan
Towers.
Oh, the Great Titan Towers.
The Great Titan Towers.
What would be without the Titan Towers?
In STEM for Connecticut.
If you didn't know, for the dark match.
Why?
Why what?
Before you go into the dark match, why are they green screened?
Because they're not there.
What the fuck? Like, look,
they're there.
They're right there.
They're there. They're just.
So who's that? And look, that's Doc. That's not even Lawler. What the fuck? Yo. I never noticed this shit as a kid, and now I'm mad because it's like, yo, I was always made to believe that we're live. Never. Now I see what Bischoff was talking about. I never knew as a kid. Now I get it.
Now I see why you could just give out the results early. Now you see why.
Man, they had enough time to put Vince on the green screen.
Yeah.
Like, you been taped this shit.
But if you didn't know, in the dark match before this, we had Lex Luger and Shawn Michaels. Lex Luger, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker versus the men on the Mission and Sid in a 6-man tag. That happened right before that match.
Was that Luger's last match?
Possibly.
Wait, what?
Luger, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker versus the Men on the Mission and Sid in a 6-man tag was the dark match of this episode.
So Luger is technically on this episode of Monday Night Raw. And he was on last week's version of Nitro.
Yes.
How long ago did they fucking tape this shit? That's what pissed me off. Like, what? I'm thinking it's live as a kid. Like, Vince sold us a dream.
Yeah, he lied.
He lied. Adults lie.
I'm guaranteeing you, they probably tape 3 or 4 Raws. Because that's how they used to do it anyway. Used to take like 3 or 4 Raws before in one motion.
It wasn't even Raws. They used to do that shit with like Wrestling Challenge Superstars. What's the other fucking show that they had?
Saturday Night Main Event? No.
Yeah, later on.
They used to
in like the later version, so like 1990.
Just like how AEW does it.
Yeah. Massive taping,
but
like
instead
6 hours.
But instead of doing a Rampage and Collision being recorded, they do 3 Rampages, and they just gonna drop them one by one at a time. Actually, TNA does it.
I'm about to say, because Cornette right there, I was just about to say.
And Impact does it.
TNA used to do it because
they still do it.
Because Cornette kind of implemented that to do the taping system. Yeah. Cornette and Jarrett. And then a lot of them did it. That's what NWA used to do in the TV studios. They used to tape them. WWF used to do it. They all used to just tape like shows, but they would tape jobber matches. Yeah. So you don't have to sit through this long 6-hour really show. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
These matches might be like 17 matches, but they're 2-minute matches. And you get 3 main event matches that are worth something. Yeah. This shit for AEW, I sat through one. Motherfucker. Every match.
I invited you to one and you didn't want to go.
I'm still thinking about going. The one in the Coliseum.
Oh, but you don't want to. Oh, so you just don't want to go with me. Just say that.
I'm talking about with you, fool. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool.
I'm saying,
I want to sit through the agony because I don't. I already told you I'm done with AEW, but I might as well go ahead and sit through the agony for the one time. Agony. So I can say I've done it.
But now I'm so used to driving to the city, I don't even want to go to Oracle no more. Like, I want to go to Chase. Like, I want to go to Chase. But
you know I live down the street from Oracle.
You live in the 60s? Please don't tell me you live in the 60s.
I don't know what that means, but no.
Do you live on like 61st Street? I mean, 61st Avenue, 62nd Avenue, 63rd Avenue?
None of those.
Okay,
I have a number on my thing.
Okay.
But I live in that area. I'm up in there. I'm in the hood.
Are you by the tracks?
No.
The train tracks?
No.
Okay. You good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. But I'm saying, but if I had to put it, I'm maybe like a 5-minute drive away from Oracle.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's like I'm right there. I know all I gotta do is take an Uber, and that Uber should be less than $20. Really less than 30.
That's smart. I gotta pay for parking.
Yeah, so you can really just pull up to my house and we'll just Uber over there.
Yeah, I'm driving, dog. I don't. Fuck that. I gotta drive. Even I gotta pay for that stupid ass parking that be like $20 fucking and shit.
Well, I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there. I'm on Uber. Either Uber or because I know I'm gonna have to be drunk for that whole event to actually carry.
It wears off.
I could stay drunk for a while.
Oh, but bro, that wears off.
Oh, I'll be locked and loaded.
You don't even be wanting to get up to go because I had some nice ass seats, so I don't even want to get up and go to the snack bar.
You want to just wait till we get the will call?
The bar. You should see how these concession stands look. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to be talking about not SummerSlam, but this Raw.
I'm sorry, my bad.
But
yeah.
They concession stands ain't shit. Literally.
Is it because of the arena or like Oracle, or is it because of AEW?
No, it's because of AEW. They concession stands ain't shit. It's a disgrace.
Come on, man. This is gonna be my first AEW show.
You gonna look at this like, what the fuck?
Because I'm really mad at myself because I had a chance to go to a New Japan show in San Jose when Mercedes Moné debuted.
They probably concession stand was probably.
I was gonna buy a ticket before she was even announced, but I was like, nah, I'm not a huge New Japan guy, so I would have been like, okay. But once she got announced, I was like, I've been able to see Mercedes, but that would have been it.
Right.
But yeah, we'll talk about it offline because I gotta get one of those AEW shows, and I got at least. And I know you're not an AEW guy, but I know you enjoy good wrestling, and I like. This would be my first time going to a wrestling event with another person who watches wrestling. Going by yourself is not as fun. And if you go with somebody who does watch wrestling, but they don't drink with you, it's not as fun either.
No, I went by myself.
I went to Money in the Bank. I want to say it was Money in the Bank or something. No, I can't remember what pay-per-view it was. They went to Cleveland. They came to Cleveland, Ohio. This is during the height of the Shane McMahon and the Miz story. Mm-hmm. When Shane turns on the Miz, I was there. But I was like, man, this is lit. Daniel Bryan was actually the WWE champion still at that time. He was defending the title. And everybody, only thing I remember, because we're going to commercial break, y'all, if y'all don't know this. Daniel Bryan comes out, and this little kid's in front of me. And the whole time I wasn't yelling nothing like that, because I was like, damn, the kid's in front of me. It sucks. The little kid goes, no one cares about the planet. I was like, yo. I was like, what? I was like, Daniel just trying to make the planet better. He's like, no one cares. I was like, yo. But, yeah.
There's no kids like that at AEW.
And yeah, I would say AEW, it might be fun because it might be just
all grown motherfuckers, men and women.
I feel like it'd be like my own Comic Con.
You know what AEW is like? It's like the wrestling nerd going to a show and he drags his wife along. That's what an AEW show is like.
Hey, yo, hold up, time out. Why is Marilyn Monroe and not Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Manson in the crowd? That's
Marilyn
crazy.
Manson or Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Manson. You'll see. The camera will come back to the hard camera. You're going to see him saying, boom.
Where?
You on a third row. On the right.
Oh. No, that's a creature of the night for the Undertaker.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, that's good.
Hey, she is back there looking like the Grudge and shit.
Bro, that's good. Because there was no facial expressions or nothing. I was like, yo, that just creeped the fuck out of me.
You talking about this dude with the ponytail? I'm thinking of the dude to the right of her.
I said Marilyn Monroe, but I was like, Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the lady in the front with the blonde hair.
Oh, bro, that's...
That old lady in the front, she looks like Marilyn Monroe.
That creeped me out.
As Razor stops Bulldog, throws him off the top. Bulldog turned heel. Again, just the cut hair just doesn't work for me.
Jim Cornette is still there, man.
Really? He kind of just got there.
I like Jim Cornette. I always liked Jim Cornette.
Love Cornette.
Loved him. For me, I guess I missed this whole part. The only part, I only knew Jim Cornette as the TNA guy.
Oh, God.
Which I loved him when he was in TNA. Because I was like, bruh, I love Jim Cornette.
You missed a lot then, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you missed his whole career.
Basically.
And still ain't went back to watch nothing. Okay, so that might be one of my story arcs. A Midnight Express story and make you watch those shows.
Oh, yes.
Like
wonderful.
4 different old school shows. You got to watch those.
I have to watch them.
You have to watch them.
God damn it.
You have to watch them.
and he knows.
He has to watch them.
He knows I hate slow pace.
Well, the Rock and Roll Express. Well, no, their matches were great. The Rock and Roll Express and the the Midnight Express.
I have nothing against
now, the
matches.
rest of the
I'm
cards,
talking about shows.
That's what I'm saying. The rest of the card, can't promise you.
I go back and watch the match. I can promise you that I'll watch the match, but the show, bro,
I make you watch it here.
Yeah, you have to force me to watch it here.
I throw that motherfucker on during the show,
which I'm okay with.
Got extra bonus here, bonus round.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Now
this
kills me here.
Oh my god!
Now Kid comes in and gets his ass whooped 3 different fucking times. He gets his ass whooped 3 different times.
With a man in blue cut jeans.
What was the point of him even coming out there to try to help Razor?
The fuck around and get that 2-piece. That's what it was.
Now, I kind of felt like that. I understand he was turning heel, but I felt like that buried him. That made him look weak.
Who, 1, 2, 3 Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got beat up by Dean Douglas. Then he gets beat up by Bulldog. He's going to get beat up by Cornette.
Oh, and he missed that.
Then he gets mad at Razor. Oh. You just got your ass whooped by 3 different people. Now you mad at Razor? Crazy.
He's still a kid.
He's still a kid.
He's still a kid. Not Jim Cornette in the red shoes, backing that thing up.
Pulling the Rikishi on Tim White.
Tim White, that's what it was. He just passed away and he got ducked into the Hall of Fame.
And he got what?
Ducked into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they used his fucking...
They used his what?
His bar.
What bar?
They used to use his bar.
His bar. Yeah. In my head,
his pub.
I'm thinking about this bar.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of a rap bar or something.
No, or like a
Such
test.
A black guy.
The test.
The test.
There's a bar test.
Oh, for lawyers.
Yeah, that's what it was for lawyers. So in my head, I was like, "What bar?"
Me and my sisters are a lawyer. That's how I know what the fuck.
I was like, I only know because I watch Law and Order, and I watch.
They don't talk about
actually no.
The bar.
Sorry, How to Get Away with Murder.
There you go.
Great show.
Great show.
So upset how it ended, but great show.
Great fucking show.
I always got to go back and watch that show.
You know, I still have not went back and watched it again.
I haven't went back and finished it because I think I had ended up.
We're on a commercial again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. We're gonna talk through all the commercials if you didn't know, but I think that show I stopped at season 3 or season 2 because I ended up going in the water. So once I went in the water, I lost track of all shows. That's when I stopped caring about TV. Because then the only time I could actually catch up to TV was on the water. So if the show have already ended, I could watch it. But if not, I wasn't going to watch it.
So you had to watch it afterwards.
I had to watch it afterwards. Because then we could watch it and I have time to actually sit there in the middle of the water watch it.
As we're back with Kid and Razor back in the ring. But, great show, though.
Great show. Razor looks fat and out of shape.
He looked like he don't want to be there no more.
Yeah, he's done.
Like he just said, fuck it.
All he does is keep touching his hair.
Terrible promo by Kid.
I assume. I mean, Kid wasn't ready he wasn't ready for the mic at that time.
He should have been. Like, you're in the car with 5 or 4 great talkers. Like, how the fuck?
4?
Well, I'll even say 3 because Hunter wasn't even a good talker yet.
Yeah, Hunter wasn't talking. Well, you asked him to be a good talker when 3 of the guys who could actually talk were kind of they've been around for a while.
He has too. This ain't his first rodeo.
Hey man,
this is not his first rodeo. And to tell you the truth, he got the call to go to WCW before he went to WWF.
Hey man, I'll be out here I'm trying to vouch for him.
I'm just telling you. Hey, he was my favorite wrestler growing up, so I know the facts.
In 1960.
This is 1995 we talking about, baby boy.
And you was what, 30 or 20?
Nah, I wasn't even 10. I wouldn't be 10 until 4 shows later on October 9th. Then I turned 10.
Jeez, you're old.
I'm young, motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fossil fuel.
The way people dress is from days of the 80s and the 90s, dog. So, I'm young.
Fossil fuel.
What the fuck you talking about? I ain't 50, I ain't 60, I ain't 70, I ain't 80, I ain't dead.
I'm just saying, I saw you the other day and you was walking. I saw some oil leaking from your legs. I was like...
He saw some oil leaking from my legs. I don't even have a comeback for that. Usually I would. Motherfucker, I'm just squeaky clean, goddammit. That's all it was. Wasn't no oil. That was soap.
It was dripping. We had.
I got drip.
We had to get a drip
What you
pan for
mean?
you.
I got drip.
Oh yeah,
That
10
just
man.
show you I got that drip.
Oh yeah, 10 man. You definitely.
Hey,
No, it was
10 on me. Goddamn it.
It was WD-40 dripping from you.
Nigga, because I'm squeaky clean. Goddamn it, I keep telling you, baby powder fresh, boy. You better understand.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, kid act like he about to hub up on Razor.
Oh,
okay.
with the pink hair tie.
Right.
You about to get funky with that? Cause I know you ain't.
I know you ain't.
Especially against a man with a jerry curl like that.
As he's challenging Razor right now.
Not to put the hand on the chest.
And Razor looked at him like, motherfucker. Now, what's dope about this?
Were they a tag team ever?
They will be in the next pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
So,
but like officially a tag team.
No. Dang. So the great thing about this is, again, this is what got me into wrestling, was actually this storyline in '93, where Kid beat Razor. Because it's like, oh shit, this dude's like literally like 19 years old. He just fucking hit a moonsault and won. But anyway, to see this come back full circle, it was dope. But then it fucked with me because it was like, why are we trying to turn Kid into a bad guy? Like, because I kind of was already in on it a little bit. Like, I knew about guys turning bad guys and when guys turning good guys. But I was like, fuck, he's turning. He's turning. And I don't like it. Because he's a good guy. Like, he's a kid. And then seeing, like, Razor had, like, 5 different feuds. It's like, why would he pick this time? Oh, it makes sense. He picks this time because Razor got so much going on. He know he can beat him. All right. I can get behind it. So it started making me start to cheer for heels a little bit. That's what I was going to with all this. It started making me cheer for heels.
Oh, no. I understand that. Though, I mean, I was listening the whole time, but I was also thinking about my own thoughts in my brain.
Like you always do.
I was actually in my mind thinking, I was like, man, I can't wait to get home and get on WWE 2K.
What the fuck?
And put Razor with X-Pac. Like, put them in together as a tag team. Like, that was the first thing. that was in my mind the whole time.
Random thought.
Just put them in a tag team together.
Just put them in a tag team.
Actually, my other thought was, man, I can't wait to get a gaming laptop or a gaming computer so I can play WWE 2K on the game computer because it's way better. Like, then I could, like, import CM Punk in there. Like, all the AEW guys I want, and I have the actual theme song. I'm one of those people that get the game, and, like, I need everything to be perfect.
He's one of those type of guys.
Like, I need the renders to look perfect like it's actually in the game. I need the characters to look exactly like them. I need to have the theme song. I need the...
Do you have to have the match like them?
Yeah.
Me too. Okay.
I need to have it... Well, first...
There's no fast pinfalls. I'm not pinning you in 2 minutes.
Oh, no.
If it's me against The Undertaker. It's not happening.
Like...
I'm making this match last hella long if it's on easy. God damn it.
My girl goes, I've never seen somebody play a game and not play the game. Because I have to do everything... I have to set up everything before I can play the game. Like, I need to get the characters there. I need, like, Kenny Omega. I need Kenny Omega to look perfect. I need Kenny Omega's entrance to be perfect. I need his entrance video to look like his entrance video.
So you a person, like, when they first get the game and they got to create their player and create the whole settings for everything before they play?
Basically.
That guy.
The only thing
take you a whole day
only thing I play actually from the beginning is the story modes. Like, this year was John Cena. So I played the whole entire John Cena thing from start to finish. And then from there, I could do my universe. Because in my mind, I'm like, I need to get rid of it. I could go, if I get that out of the way first, I could go do my universe stuff now. Like, I don't even care about my person and all this stuff. But getting back to
what the fuck?
Monday Night Raw, we got fucking Rad Rafford and the Brooklyn Brawler taking on the Smoking Guns.
Why is Rad Rafford with the Brooklyn Brawler?
Why the hell is Brooklyn Brawler on my TV? Like, it's not even my TV, but why is he on the screen? First of all, who the fuck is Rad Rafford?
Rad Rafford is Louis Spicoli. Or Spinoli, however you pronounce it.
Fucking
say Louis Spicoli. Louis Spinoli. He actually was kind of a member of the Clique. He was one of the guys who used to ride with them as well. Him and Just Incredible.
God damn.
So, like, they
who
were...
was I talking to about that?
Oh, I have no clue.
This is another author. Oh, I was talking to my girl about that. Because I was on Twitter and I happened to see a clip of Kurt Angle saying Justin Incredible's name. And he was like, you ever notice if you say Justin Incredible, if you say Justin Incredible, like, in a straight way, it's just incredible? And, like, it was just a funny backstage clip.
Like he had just figured that out?
Yeah, he just figured that out. And X-Pac and Albert, like, burst out laughing, like, they break. And I've been knew that. I'm like, oh, just incredible. He's just incredible. Cool.
Yeah.
And like I just wanted to mess with my girl about it. And I was like, do you get it? Because his name is Justin Credible. And she's like, okay, just incredible. And I go, just incredible. And she was like, just incredible. I was like, just incredible. And so I don't know why.
How do you even do that?
What?
I can't say that.
Just incredible?
No, the other one.
Just incredible?
The other one.
Just incredible?
No, you did the whole thing. You said, I can't do it.
Just
No,
incredible?
I can say just incredible.
Just incredible.
But the other one that you did by saying the whole thing and separating it, I can't do it.
Justin Credible.
No, you put the N in the front of credible. You say incredible.
Oh, just incredible?
No, you say the
Just
whole thing.
incredible.
No, you say the whole thing.
Just incredible.
No, fuck you.
Justin Incredible.
There you go.
Justin Incredible.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's why I was like, bro, I can't fucking say it back to you because I can't do it. That was weird.
Justin Incredible?
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's weird. Like,
it just made sense.
No, it doesn't.
When I was saying it.
Like, it's weird to me. And okay, now here we go. The finish.
Here we
go.
go.
What? We have not talked at all about this fucking show. We've been talking about other things.
Because it's nothing important on this show.
Yeah, it was. The 1, 2, 3 Kitty Ray's Ramon thing was important.
And the finisher. And the main event.
Yeah.
This is how you know that their ratings was really shit.
No, the ratings were good.
This is how you know that WCW and WWE, like, this is how you know that WWE haven't got to that part where they like really need to amp it up. They're right now they're in steady mode. They're like, oh, it's WCW. We don't really need to change anything right now because we're still good, and WCW is not a threat to us in the ratings.
You're.
It's kind of like when AEW debuted.
You're just talking like a guy who's looking at it from the future perspective or from the present perspective. WWF at that time, it was all about kids.
Yeah,
it was all about kids.
Right.
There was nothing else. They felt their product was still doing good because they still were getting the ratings from us dumbass kids.
That's what I just said.
That's not what you just said.
I corrected my first statement.
I was like, that was
No,
not what the fuck
I corrected my first statement because I was like, you're right. They're not seeing WCW as a threat yet. Because, later on they end up changing the whole program. But right now, at these times,
because they started losing their viewers to them.
But I'm saying, like, this episode like this, it's kind of like, oh, you can tell, like, they're not seeing WCW as a threat right now. At the point of this episode, they're not seeing WCW as a threat, as they need to change anything up. Because it's not, I never liked this Goldust.
Me neither. He looks fucking weird.
Especially, I think it's the eyes.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It's like no eyebrows or...
It's because the black paint is like right at the eyelids. It's not all around the eyes.
And then his hands was gold too. I don't remember his hands ever really just being gold.
His neck is literally, you could clearly tell that
it's paint. He
and
literally
something's crawling on his neck like a roach.
He literally was a walking Oscar. Oh, it is something crawling on his neck. I thought it was a mole.
No.
Oh, or is that my TV?
Let me find out. Nope. It's something crawling on his neck the whole time because he's outside. I went and checked, y'all. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
There's a whole tiny thing fly or like
a whole like fly. I don't know what it was, a fly or a little baby spider or. Damn it, Dustin. Damn it. I lost whole train of thought.
I did too. But I was saying
Oscar.
that this episode, you could tell like nothing need to change for them right now, because they're not worried about, like, they're good. The C's are good. They could just coast and do whatever they need to do. Whatever they was doing already before, they don't need to change right now. That's this episode. You could tell, because they still got the same format of basically good first match, BS middle two matches, and then a good last match. And you might have a story thrown in there throughout the show.
Yeah.
That was the format. Until WCW actually became like a threat, as of like, they're messing with our ratings now. We might need to start changing up soon.
Yeah, I think they had a plan that they were sticking to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were wasting time instead of action packing everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's what it was. And WCW was kind of action packing everything. Or they started to. Not at this point in time. Well, no, they were. Because, like, the first match would have Luger, the second match would have Sting, and the last match would have Hogan. Or the second match would be Flair, and the last match would be Hogan.
They understood to keep stars on the show.
Yeah,
all the time.
They would jam pack it with stars.
And
instead of WWF would have their guys that they're trying to bring up, but they would have them in like jobber matches or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and then the gimmicks. Like, there was a big difference between one show had gimmicks, the other. Yeah, they did. WCW had gimmicks galore. They both were gimmicks. Fuck the Dungeon of fucking Doom.
But
the Dungeon of Doom was worse than anything.
WCW end up abandoning the gimmicks before WWE could.
Yeah.
Like, they understood that the gimmicks weren't gonna last long, so they was like, "Yep, we're out."
I don't think WWF really ever stopped.
No, they just toned it down. And then WCW was like,
they just weren't so fucking egregious.
I'm gonna tell you why. WCW, they stopped the gimmicks,
there was no occupations.
And then when they started losing the ratings war again, when they started losing the rating war around the tail end of the Monday Night Wars, they end up turning the gimmicks back on. You got then you start getting Disco Inferno and the boy band and
no, Disco Inferno was around at this time.
Was he?
He debuted in '95.
Did he?
We watched the first Nitro, right?
Yeah.
So either the Nitro after that or the third Nitro, he's on that show against Alex Wright.
Interesting. The boy bands.
Who's the boy bands?
They had a whole boy band.
3K or something like that.
Yeah, they had a whole boy band.
Who was it? That was the group of AJ Styles, wasn't it?
Billy Kidman. No. I really don't know who was in that group.
I think AJ Styles was in that group.
Was he? I don't think AJ Styles was in that group.
I think that was AJ Styles that was a part of that group at first. He came in after they were already established, and he was like the last guy before the company shut down.
Might be.
Look it up. I believe
I'll look it up real quick.
I fucking believe it was AJ Styles. I know he was in WCW, a part of some boy group. Because that's when I first seen him. And then he ended up going to TNA when the company shut down instead of going to WWF.
3 Count. That's the name of the group.
3 Count.
That's why it's not AJ Styles. It was Shane Helms and Shannon Moore.
And who was the third one?
Evan
Courageous. Evan Courageous.
And Tank was their manager.
Oh God. Tank Abbott.
Yeah.
So what was the group that AJ was with in 2000? What did the High Flyers or something like that? That's Isaac Yanko beats the hell out of. Is that Scotty too? How do you get?
No, that's not Scotty.
I don't know who the hell this is in these fucking.
That's
clothes.
That's Scott Taylor.
So Scotty too hotty.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it!
I went back and said, yeah, God, jeez, y'all hear this? Every time he gets something right, he go, I knew it was me. I know, jeez.
You argue it. It's like don't even start to argue it.
Why?
He gonna say why?
Why not?
We're not lawyers, goddammit.
Why not?
If you got something, I'll be like, oh, you got that?
I think it makes this more fun. It makes better content when we argue. It's one of my favorite moments.
I don't disagree with that, but
it's one of my favorite moments of the day, actually.
But there's no reason to argue for something that you know I'm right about.
I tell my girl about this all the time. I get Izzy mad all the time for no reason, just to see how he's gonna react.
He likes to poke the bear.
I'm a poke the bear kind of guy. Hey man,
fucking hangnails whooping my ass.
Air Raid. He was in a tag team known as Air Raid.
What? That was the name of that fucking group?
With Air Paris.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. I just know he was there. Good shit.
Both men dressed in G suits.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he was dressed in some weird shit that was like a boy band too. So
I don't even know what G suits are, to be honest with you. Oh, like the flightman shoes. All 3 titles on the line. Is this how we get them with the tag team titles?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I wanted to watch that show.
Yeah, I know. Who the hell is this guy?
That's Todd Pettengill. He was on the SummerSlam show.
He was.
Like, come on.
The guy we kept cutting off.
Who Vince,
Actually, he returned. He
who
returned.
Vince always jobbing, giving out to.
He returned at NXT in your house.
Because that was Todd Pettengill, man.
Yeah, we love me some Todd Pettengill.
He used to host Mania on Saturday morning, so I would get up, watch Saturday morning cartoons. See, the kids don't get to have Saturday morning cartoons no more.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sucks.
Wait, I know this was early in the show. We talked about it.
Don't cut me off when I'm having my
I
Saturday
know,
morning cartoon thought. God damn it, what that?
SmackDown moving to USA, right? Also, USA is hosting it's going to be 4 events. Basically, 4 Saturday night
Yeah, I heard about it.
things. That was kind of crazy. I saw that and I was like, oh, they're bringing back Saturday night main event. I'm down for that.
Maybe.
I'm
Well,
okay for
yeah,
it.
because there's a collision, but they don't need to do.
Collision, Saturday night main event.
Okay. That means Punk coming back
To who?
to WWE.
Why you say that?
Why would you sign up for Saturday night's main event to come back, right? After the Saturday Collision show kind of stole that whole little thing.
What does that have to do with Punk?
That whole idea was Punk's to do that.
To do Saturday nights?
To start off, like, let's do this like Saturday night's main event. How we start off with the interviews with the little theme music in the back. And then we have a great little theme song to start off the show. Then we come in, we have the interviews for the combatants who are about to go to the ring to have that match. It's the same format.
Hey, man.
You have your main event match first.
If that's your clue that you needed to get CM Punk back in WWE, okay.
I'm just throwing it in the air.
My clues, I left my clues at Jade Cargill and every AEW person that messes with CM Punk, messes with Cody Rhodes. And
Psycho Sid.
I want to say, who was it? Montez Ford saying that he's cool with CM Punk being there.
And he wants to have a match with him or whatever.
Yeah. But here comes the Psycho of the Sids.
Fuck, what's my name? What's my name?
What you mean?
Damn.
Oh, your color commentary
Yeah,
name?
I'm trying to think of a color commentary.
Oh, your
name.
play-by-play name? Okay.
Yeah. Like Black Lemon.
Oh, that's interesting. Like
Remember?
Booker T.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or no, it was Chet Lemon.
mine. No. Booker T was Black Snow.
Black Snow. There you go.
Well, my commentary name is Troy Tony. TT for short. But Troy Tony here as your color commentary for the main event here.
And Big Skinny.
That is just disturbing. That is just disturbing. It has to be. Okay.
Nah, it's
Okay.
what's your name again?
You're Gail Izzy.
No. What's your name again?
Troy Tony.
Now I'm Skinny.
Oh.
Skinny Jones.
You got Troy Tony here.
And Skinny Jones as we start our guest commentary here for the main event. Who the hell is this guy?
You know, he trying to sell me some hat. Where's the security guard? Get him out of here. Security.
Why you got them glasses on?
Get this bum out of here. He's wearing glasses inside of a building. Get him out of here.
As we got a big silhouette, I guess, of Big Psycho Sid. Hello, everybody.
Oh,
nice for you
God.
to join us here today on this Monday Night Raw review.
Oh, look at that guy.
It's your boy Skinny Jones, and I'm here with my color commentary, my partner today,
Troy Tony.
Troy Tony, as Shawn Michaels right here is getting ready to come to the ring. He look like he's afraid of a ladder there.
Hit PTSD.
Oh, God, I see why. You know, two
As we
ladder matches.
take it into commercial break, what's your thoughts on this upcoming match?
My thoughts on this upcoming match, I think that Psycho Sid is gonna be he's gonna be in trouble. Shawn Michaels is coming out. He's gonna be ready to come out and win this match because Shawn knows what's at stake here. His Intercontinental Heavyweight title, and yes, I said Intercontinental Heavyweight title.
Sadly, I have to agree with you. I don't like agreeing with you, but I actually have to agree with you. I don't like that big stinky ogre Sid.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of his and that cheapskate Ted DiBiase. You know that guy, he literally asked me to dribble ball and then he kicks the ball. What kind of guy does that? Who says to dribble ball for a minute and he kicks the ball?
Was that you?
Hey, that's too much questions.
Wow.
No, that little kid, he did it too. That's understandable.
And we're gonna come back to that at some point.
We don't like those kids, but I was dribbling the ball. I know I can dribble the ball for more than a minute. And he kicks the ball. That cheapskate.
And
he doesn't have money.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
That's my guy.
The Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world. No, just Intercontinental. I understand it. Anyway, Shawn's on his way to the ring. Shawn tonight against, I was about to say Big Daddy Cool Diesel, but he's going against Psycho Sid as I lose.
Oh, no.
My broadcast partner.
Oh, no. Hello, can you still hear me there?
I can still hear you on one side. Are you there? We got to get you through phone call. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I tried to call that number that guy was giving us about the hat. Yeah, clearly that was a lie. So yeah, I'm working with the tech guys to get my phone back. But anyways, I'm trying to get some of those chaps that Shawn got. He told me he'll sell it to me if he sees me punch Ted in the face. So I'm gonna try to get closer to Ted at this time.
Well, as he's getting closer to Ted, we're going to still continue to go on with this matchup here. Shawn Michaels is getting ready to go as he strips off whatever this type of gear that he has on here. Look like chaps with a little zipper on the side. Psycho Sid looks ready to go. He's concentrating right now on the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Do you see all those kids there? They love Shawn. I love Shawn too. But those kids, I'll tell you this now. If those kids get those chops before I do, I'm going to go crazy.
Too late. They already got him.
Dang it.
As we start right now, Psycho Sid circling around the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Michaels, who's just coming off of a tremendous victory in a ladder match against Razor Ramon at the 1995 SummerSlam. They're locking up now, collar elbow tie up. Shawn's in the corner. And now Psycho Sid here. Referee counts to 5. Sid breaks. Clean break.
Watch out, Shawn.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Shawn, left hands here. Left jab. Shawn with the Irish whip to the buckle. Nope. Reversal there by Shawn. Sid dropped down.
He's smart. You see how smart he is? He's smarter than that big old ogre.
Oh, Shawn right there over the top. And Shawn, nope. He misses Sid. Sid goes there for the right hand and misses.
Big dude. Hey, let me tell you this. Whole lot of muscle, less brain. I tell you that. That's all.
How it goes.
That's all he got. He has no brain cells, just all muscles.
As Shawn continues to jab away at Psycho Sid through the middle rope to the outside.
Ref, count him out. He's not been out there more than 10.
Shawn making fun of Psycho Sid there. Is that real? Is that fake? We don't know. He looks a little irritated to me already. Agitated to Shawn Michaels.
Oh, here come this crook. Ted, you know
what?
What
do you have against Ted DiBiase?
He owes me money. That's all I gotta say.
He's
owes
$1
me money.
million man. How can he owe you money?
He owes me money. I dribbled that ball more than a minute, and he kicked it from me. That's tough. Then another thing he did was he asked me to count to 10, and then also he interrupted me when I got to 9. That guy's a crook.
Oh, give me a break.
He is. I'm telling you right now. As they lock up.
Shawn with a nice side headlock here on Psycho Sid. Shawn now is in control. Shawn Michaels knows that he has that big tag team matchup with Diesel coming up.
Oh, Shawn, you got to be fast. You got come on.
Tackle did nothing as Sid just stares him down.
Use those muscles. You got to understand.
Shawn tries again. Oh, Sid throws Shawn over the top, but no, Shawn.
And the only muscle you need is a brain. Something that Sid is definitely missing.
Drop kicks and Sid over through the middle rope again to the outside. It's the second time that Sid hits the floor. And Shawn now gets to pace himself right as Sid's trying to think of a game plan now.
All muscle, no brain. That's all I can tell you about Sid. I'm telling you right now. This dude Shawn is way smarter than him, and he definitely gets most of the ladies.
Shawn's more quicker as well. You can just tell the speed here that Psycho Sid's really having a problem with Shawn Michaels' speed. He's just going way too fast, and Sid can't really keep up.
Listen here. Shawn got those kids standing on their feet. They're 100% invested in him. They want him to literally take control of this match and go ahead and get this win. But I see that Sid right now got a headlock on him. And guess what? Shawn's definitely going to get out there sooner than later.
As he tries now. He's trying to get out of it now, but Sid's still holding that grip. Oh, Shawn with some elbows there to the kidney area. Whips him now to the ropes. Sid, let's go right there. But Shawn goes for a leapfrog, but Sid catches him in a spine buster as Shawn head first, really more than back first, to the canvas.
You know, Shawn, he's going to take a beating. But Shawn, one thing about Shawn, I can tell you this. He could take a beating all day and night, and he's going to still come back and fight. But Sid, I have to see. Sid, he's just a monster. But, hey, all monsters get conquered. Especially.
That's why I believe that the longer that this match goes, the more that it's in favor of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He's able to absorb so much punishment. Psycho Sid, he's a bigger guy, so he maybe runs out of air a little bit quicker than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, especially in this pace that's going in this type of match. As he whips him now to the buckle. Oh, Shawn starting first.
Oh, jeez. That actually hurt me.
No, the boot right there. Oh. What a boot by Sid. Oh, the clothesline. Taking down Shawn Michaels to the outside.
Shawn just need a quick little break. Get away from me, you little crook. You see? Look, he's not no $1 million man. He's a broke man. That's what he is.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, yeah, look, the kids just gonna give him all the support they can. You see, they not trying to touch Sid because Sid's a stinking ogre.
Oh, my God. Face first, the Heartbreak Kid on the apron part of the ring, which is the hardest part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Why don't y'all put pads down for Shawn? You got to protect that face. Do you see that face? That's a face of a model. That's a face. Oh, get out of here, DiBiase. Ref,
boots.
Ref,
right
turn around.
To Shawn Michaels, and the referee, Earl Hebner's back was turned, talking to Sid.
I wish we had Earl's twin brother. Earl's twin brother's way better than him.
Who, Dave?
Yeah, Dave would have saw that.
Dave is still here.
Nah, barely.
He just doesn't referee inside the ring anymore. He's an official for backstage.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they had helped me out. Technology got me locked up. I'm ready. I'm back in here, and I hope you heard me the whole entire time. I was trying to tell you that Shawn, literally, that pretty boy face makes him the best person to go right there in the main event. But also the kids love him, and he actually has money, unlike that broke fool, Ted DiBiase.
You and your beef. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have to take a quick commercial break. Please stay with us.
As we come back in, hey, Shawn is literally, his back is strong enough to take that bear hug against that big old ogre Sid.
And Shawn has been in this bear hug for at least around 5 minutes now. And Psycho Sid, boot to the midsection there. And Sid, a headlock takedown on Shawn. Oh, Shawn right there with leg scissors. Oh, look at the athleticism by Sid. Nips
all
up.
right, I got to give him that.
Choke slam.
I got to give him that. Oh.
Choke slam to Michaels. Pin him, Sid. Pin him, Sid. You could be the Intercontinental Champion.
I keep trying to tell you this. Sid do not have brain cells. The man, guess what? He's all about the money with that broke fool, Ted DiBiase. Listen here. He literally has the win. He just did a kip up and he did a choke slam right behind that. He literally has Shawn Michaels down to the ground, and he decided to sit there and taunt in the corner and do nothing. That's
because he has something better in mind, and it could be a power bomb and lights out for the backdrop there.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn, he reverses it.
Oh, yeah.
Then Shawn Michaels still has life
left. I told you, he could take a beating. He could take a beating all day, but his heart will continue to beat.
Shot to the midsection there by Shawn. And now Sid again go for another one by Michaels. And Michaels now to his feet. And Sid blocks it. Right hand there by Michaels. Oh, he blocks another right hand. Michaels left, right. Now, he whips him to the to the ropes.
Oh, yeah. That kid from San Antonio can fight. He got the heart. He has the heart.
Oh, no, the right hand's just hammering away there on Psycho Sid. Sid's in trouble there. Oh, and a stomp right to the face.
I would have did the same thing. He's ugly.
He's ugly. Oh, Shawn going to the top rope now. What is Shawn going to do now? Shawn. Got him crossbody 1, 2, and at the hole.
See, Earl, you must be with Ted DiBiase. Is he paying you?
Back to his feet. Is he paying him?
Yeah, he must be paying Earl because Earl just with that slow count.
What was that, a super kick?
To the stomach.
And is that a super kick? Oh, they got him right there.
He probably knocked some cells back in there.
Is that it? That's it. It's over, Michaels.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kick, 3 super kicks. And DiBiase looking disappointed and frustrated right now.
He probably gave Sid 3 brain cells just that fast with those super kicks.
As Shawn Michaels retains the Intercontinental Heavyweight title here today.
We could say that this was a bad. We could say this is a bad investment by Ted. He must be going bankrupt.
As Shawn Michaels kips up, Earl Hebner presents the Intercontinental Heavyweight title, and Shawn Michaels, the fightingest Intercontinental Champion that there ever was, leading in to In Your House with him and Diesel against Yokozuna and Owen Hart for all the marbles.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there live.
No, you won't. You don't want to watch the show.
That's true. I won't be there. Never mind. I'll probably be at an auction for the Heartbreak Kids chaps. I want those. I'm gonna take those home with me.
Oh, Lord Jesus. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for joining us here on Monday Night Raw. So, for Troy Tony, this is your boy, Skinny Jones. And for next time on We're Wrestlemaniacs 2. Gotcha! Yeah! Hey, that was fun. That was fun. But you can't be on the babyface side. You got to be on the heel side.
I don't always want to be on the heel side.
You tried to switch that shit up on me. I'm like, I don't know where to go with this here.
I like
Pull
to
your
work.
fucking pants up, Sean.
I like to work with both.
Huh?
I can't.
Stop, Corey Graves. It doesn't work that way.
Fine. I'll always be with the heel.
It doesn't work that way.
I don't want to be with the heel all the time. It gets tiring.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate y'all for listening this
My bad.
week. You know, this is we're just doing these just to have fun, to give us a break from regular wrestling. You know, and again, to have fun with this. You know, we're big wrestling fans, so just going back to see little shit like this and having him watch it, especially when he really wasn't even born in the times.
No. Don't say really was like I was born. I wasn't born.
Okay, yeah, this is 3 years. His 3 years BC.
Yeah.
For him. So, yeah, it's dope to have him watch these and then get to talk about it. It's really doper to watch it with him in person to really get the reactions and shit, because he'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? So, you know, that type of shit is fun. So we'll get back to reviewing the regular shows eventually. But right now we're kind of having fun doing
we
this.
might throw in a random current event that we both was like, you know what, let's go watch this.
Right.
I got one in mind already, but
Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, as I guess the show's still going, huh?
The show never ends.
Damn, like as Sean and Diesel does do an interview, we thought the show was over, but Sean and Diesel do an interview here with Doc Hendricks as they talk. I don't know about what, because we got him on mute. You know, we don't want to get copywritten by the WWE, because they'll shut the whole video down and this video won't be able to come out. So
right.
Before we get out of here, anything you want to plug, my guy over there?
Well, you know, got the Heavily Opinionated podcast. This past Tuesday, we talked about college football. You know, Colorado taking a beating. We talked about the NFL Week 3. Basically a breakdown of everything. Just seeing. Basically, we talked about Miami, of course, with a record-breaking 70-20 win over the Denver Broncos. We talked about that. But yeah. Crazy. Which was crazy. And we also talked about the NBA's new resting rule that's being implied now, which I 100% I agree with basically every single rule that they had. I agree with it. So So if you get a chance, go check that out on the Heavily Opinionated podcast on our Instagram and on TikTok. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and follow us at we're Wrestlemaniacs 2 on Instagram. Soon to be hitting TikTok.
Soon.
And then also, if you're in the Savannah area, 912 in the Seaport. If you need your face cleaned up, go hit up Mystics Bar. If you want some custom apparels, go hit up Black Queen Masterpiece. That's really it. You know, you guys continue to support us. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment whatever shows that you think we should look at and we should review. If there's any news that you saw that you want us to talk about, we'll jump into it and talk about it. That's all I got. Anything on your desk?
Yeah. The NBA season is starting back. Training camp is actually starting on Monday for the Golden State Warriors, which means that this Sunday we're bringing back officially for the new season the Warriors Since 9-1 podcast. So I'll be starting that back on Sunday on a regular basis because, you know, we're going to start kicking things into gear. So be able to check that out. That actually was, you know, the first cast on this channel. So hope you guys still support that and completely please support this as well. This is fucking fun. We like doing this shit and we want to do this shit for you guys. If you guys also have any opinions to even help make the show better, we're down with that. Also, you can leave them in the comments section below. Also, send the emails to We'reWrestlemaniacs2@gmail.com. That is We'reWrestlemaniacs2@gmail.com. Besides that, that's it. So for your boy Izzy Too Real and my boy
Playboy Troy.
This has been another episode of We're WrestleManiacs 2 podcast. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week. Doses.